going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're all doing well. And welcome to the stream. So, I'm going to be on the Beastmen tonight, and we're going to be facing off against Space Pope and his Demons of Chaos in round 1, which seems kind of scary, actually. Going to have to figure that one out the old-fashioned way and see what we can do. But, yeah, let's have some freaking fun, man. It's going to be good. So, we'll get the blocker up. We got the Bray Herd coming in, and I haven't played Beastmen in, honestly, it feels like a couple years. So we're going to be raw dogging it here and seeing if we can figure it out. So map, he bans Crystal Lake. We'll play Arena. So we're going to play the new map, the Arena, which is very, very fun. Okay. So the Arena is here. It is one of Sleepy Lion's maps. And yes, let the moose feast once more in the deep. Okay, so checking here. Looks like everybody's good to go. They got their opponents. And yeah, nice little turning tonight. Let's move. I'm probably gonna go like 1 and 4 with Beastmen. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but we're gonna make it fun while we do it. All right. So yes and yes. That looks fine to me. Oh, what kind of a battle line do we even get against the demons? You know, I'm trying to do the big scheme in here. Not sure what sort of troops we want to use. Centaurs with throwing axes are probably good in most matchups, right? And I think just basic Centaurs in general are super good. Yeah, you probably don't need the great weapons against these guys. I mean, if they do go for... Oh, what is this? What the hell? Oh, I was like, this is a Centaur of Tzeentch. All right. Yes, yes, good, good. All right, so we'll get one of you guys there. Great. So what's the... Beastmen are like a 50% win rate faction, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're pretty decent. Just a little learning curve trying to figure him out, which shouldn't be too bad. As far as magic goes, I know friggin' Flock of Doom spam is always very, very strong. That one's just always a breadwinner. Do you remember when I played you on the ladder the other day? Yes. Are you the, what was your name? You were the Beastmen player, right? And I was Korn? Yeah, no, I mean, Zangors are the obvious pick because they are freaking magic damage, but... Oh, dude, the Cygor, the Eye of More Sleep, calls to me in the deep so freaking hard. It's because your keyboard was unplugged and your little brother was playing? I love that. That's actually really funny. Okay. I don't know, man. I kind of want to try some weird shit. You know, like go real tinfoil hat right out of the gates. What the hell do demons do? They're going to have annoying flying units. Obviously, that's going to be a thing. Yeah, I don't know. Shadow magic is always pretty good. Just Melkoth spam, I think, is effective against magical stuff. Yes, and then we're gonna go ahead and get you. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yes. Let the Nurglings feast. I'm sorry, we're going off the rails of this crazy train very early tonight. It's we're going off the rails, man. All right, so aside from that, Centaur throwing axes I think are going to be pretty good in most situations. Sons of Goros, not bad either. We need the Polish cows dancing to win this, that's right. Fear the Polish cows. Chaos Spawn are kind of an interesting idea, but I think they probably just get overwhelmed. Incarnate Elemental Beast is something to consider too. Although you got to deal with Changebringers, right? Changebringers are a big problem. Yeah, you're constantly going to be having to mess with those guys. So maybe the Fate of Buna might actually just straight be stronger. The Fate of the Buna. Okay, let's do that. And that's not going to be very good for us there, so we're just going to do that. Any other spells or abilities I can cut to get a little something going here? How are you feeling tonight? Feeling a little better. Yeah, still under the weather, but it's all good, man. I can use it as an excuse when I lose, so it helps protect the ego. You know, I can just be like, oh, you know, I was sick. That's why I lost. All right. Jabberslife also does magic damage. Yeah. All right. We got some foul schemes afoot. Yeah, I'm like starting to remember some units that I have access to here with these guys. Of course, I have Harpies. Harpies get wrecked by Furies, though. That's the problem. So Furies are going to give them the dirty. Maybe just like heat-seeking Manticore missiles don't seem like a terrible idea in a Harpy. Yeah, I think a little utility there. All right. Yes. So we got all of you guys. Probably can cut one of these. Zangor infantry are good. A Korngor, like a utility Korngor, doesn't seem like a bad idea in case they do go with like big scary demons. But they will trade very horribly into most of the infantry, right? So that's something that I'm not excited about. Yeah, thank you, man. The Jabberslythe, you guys, I'm just mousing over things. We haven't guaranteed the dreaded Jabberslythe yet. I do have one really, really forbidden unit in my build that potentially could catch my opponent off guard because it's so haggard and you know, out there. Spacebelt brings weird builds though, man. He could go Mass Air Force, which would be scary. We could bring the Cockatrice. It's like a stronger Manticore that doesn't rampage. So you could use that to maybe chase those bad boys down. Yeah, why not? We'll throw a Cockatrice in there. I kind of want to just go like weird monster mash, you know? See what we're cooking with here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, yes. I mean, I guess this is fine. It's going to have to do, pig. It'll have to do. Korngors, of course, got their cost increase to 725. Curse the Baggins, man. Curse the Baggins indeed. Yeah, Mantle of Gorok is fun with Minotaurs. Yeah, you can get some cool plays out of that. Okay, so that's good. And what else do we want to get? Pit of Shade's a little bit too expensive here. And we've got that. Do this. And so this guy is a Demons of Chaos main, so I am definitely at the disadvantage here. Not to say we can't win, though. Just gonna have to, you know, get some good engagements. All right, is that how we play this? Yes, and then get one more of you guys in reserve. Yeah, let's just raw dog it, man. Let's go. All right. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I brought a Cygor. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I brought a Cygor. Oh, that's how we go into the pits. All right, good luck, brother. he brought Be'lakor for sure. He picked the Shadow Legion, and Space Pope is a competitive player, but he also tends to have some fun too. So I guarantee you, he brought Be'lakor, and I brought a freaking Cygor of Doom. All right, here we are. So which side do we want to fight on? It's micro-intensive for Beastmen. That's not great, because my micro is not going to be on point right now. Oh, boy. All right, let's get you guys. Move up. Yes. We're going to get the Ungabunga Raiders ready to go, too. So these guys are going here. These guys are going here. I mean, I could Vanguard with them, but I think I'm comfortable to just push up. I went Morker because I feel like he's like impossible to snipe, so we're going to do that. And we do have a Brave Shaman back here on foot too, because if you bring them on a Chariot, I think they just die. Okay, so let's get our little archer line all ready to go here. Cygor does have the snare. And what else do we want to do? Okay, so we're going to get you out here, get a couple of you guys here and here. He's going to have Furies all over the place, right? Although, I don't know, Furies aren't cheap, so maybe not. So the Cygor is a power fantasy. Like, I'm like, if he brings like any elite infantry, I can maybe pound them down a little bit. We'll have to see, but it's probably a huge liability here. In tabletop Cygor's Heartseek Mages, is that true in Total War? They have an ability called the Soul Eater. So all enemy mages basically have increased miscast chance. So when they cast spells, they can like damage themselves. It's not quite the same as tabletop, if I'm not mistaken, but pretty cool. Many hooves and many archers. Yeah, I need archers to deal with Changebringers, so... And on this map, I feel like the archers are going to be pretty good. Yeah, archer positioning is all right. But the Cygor is really what's going to be sending a message. You believe in the Cygor? I believe in him too. Yeah, Centaurs will lose to Fiends one-on-one, but, you know, 2 Centaurs could probably take on a Fiend, and they cost about the same. So it's, and yeah, combined arms. Beastmen do got some schemes there. I think Morker's pretty good here. I think he's pretty good. Yeah, Be'lakor, as we expected. And it's going to be a Plague Bearer line. So do we have Exalted? We do. So the Cygor needs to start basically just throwing boulders at you. That's going to be the game plan. And yeah, he's going to live his best life. So Be'lakor is here. I think the Ungabunga Raiders can probably deal with him. We'll have to see. And now we're going to get some Centaurs with throwing axes, get those guys out, and start running underneath Be'lakor here. All right, so we're moving up. The Ungabunga herd moveth. Very slow stuff for both sides. And our first boulder is going to be going after those Exalted Plague Bearers here. We're going to go ahead and unlock the formation and get you guys to go after Be'lakor here. I could do Enfeebling Foe on him and Warp Gaze, so I'm actually going to Warp Gaze Homie. So we're going to Warp Gaze him, snare him down, and get a lot of Archer Fire on him here. So he's going to start eating it. Not a lot of damage, but he'll take some. Alright. So there they go. Let's get a little bit of a shot on him. He's snared for a bit longer. He does have that like ward save ability that makes him very, very hard to kill. So yeah, we gotta watch out for that. Okay. So Cygor has already gotten half health off those units, which is great. Morker's here. And we're going to keep you guys circling while we get the Unga Bunga Raiders to shoot you, and you guys move over here. We're going to keep getting you with the throwing weapons. And Morker and company going to come over here and start fighting. Let's set up shop, get you guys shooting at the Plague Bearers, and yeah, we'll get ready to do some nastiness. So far, so good. Cygor still getting fat damage, and now we see Fleshhounds of Khorne coming around the outside. So what we need to get is some proper defenses. So we're going to get some Sentis out here to defend the lines, and we were able to get them down a little bit. All right, so let's form up. This map has some of that weirdness here. Yeah, that's too bad. All right, so he's getting it. Let's get the Zangors in there. You guys to shoot right here, and the Centaurs can keep maneuvering. We're going to get you guys and you guys to start shooting at these guys. You guys to shoot at these guys here and form ranks. And then you Centaurs can just lurk in the shadows. All right, great. So Pit of Shades is going to be necessary here. Where do we want to get it? Probably right there is fine on those Plague Bears. And it looks like he's going after Morker, which is a bold strategy. Could work out. We'll see. Morker is extremely hard to kill, but maybe after the recent patch, not so much. So I do get a good Pit of Shades right there. We have Sentis waiting in the wings to intercept those guys, and the Cygor is doing great work. The Exalted Plague Bearers are actually almost dead already. All right. Unholy Hand Grenades. Unholy Hand Grenades here. Let's get these archers to shoot into these Plague Bearers and see how it goes. Okay, so do we want to drop a Spawn Summon? That's the question. Some of our boys are getting a little bit hit up here, and we do see the Fleshhounds coming. So there are going to be 2 of those bad boys. You guys pull back. Let's get you guys to go engage right there. And you Centaurs can keep moving back here. And Morker is probably going to have to drop his Chaos Spawn Summon to make sure he doesn't die. Yeah, otherwise it could be kind of bad. All right, so Sentis, rear charge into you guys. And then we're going to need to call out some more Centaurs here in a moment. We don't have any here, but we'll see what we can do. Unga Bunga Raiders pull back. Let's get you guys coming over this way. And retreat and kite these guys. And we'll have you guys move in here, clean them up. And Zangors just keep going. So he is really going after Morker here. It's a little bit scary, actually. Spawn on top of these guys. Morker's going to need to keep running. Let's go ahead and get another Centaur out there. You guys throw right here. Let's get you around the back and see if we can win this. What we need to do is do a snare on Be'lakor and make sure we are able to get away with our boy here. That's going to be the plan. All right, so more Sentis are coming in. We can go ahead and attack into these guys. Maybe pull under here. We are going to get the snare, although we don't really need it right now, so we can use the snare somewhere else. And where'd those Centaurs go? All right, there they go. So they can take on those Chaos Furies. We're going to get you guys stomping the yard right here, snare them down like so, and get the crew moving in. And these archers, let's get them turning about face here. And the objectives belong to my opponent, but some of the trading, I feel, isn't going terribly, actually. So that is nice. So we need more Centaurs. Yeah, I think, honestly, that's just going to be the play. So Raiders and whatnot are doing good. Morker does have a little bit more sauce to give. Zangors and Spawn are trading well enough. My caster is getting bullied by Be'lakor. Nah, not a whole lot I can do, but he's dirt cheap. I can just resummon him, so I'm not too stressed about that. All right, so let's get these Sentis up. We're going to move them in and hammer you guys down. Uh-oh, a little bit of lag right there. It's not on my end. Okay, that's good. Good game so far, though. We're definitely a little ahead on value, which is nice. So we're going to keep that rating going. Hopefully my opponent's internet stabilizes and the Bray Shaman. It'll take Be'lakor a while to kill him, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, so those guys are crumbling. That is another unit of Fleshhounds here. So we're going to get you guys up through here and you guys up through here. The Ungor Raiders are doing really, really good work, and we do get another spawn unit. So let's get the Centaurs to go get on those Furies right there, put a little bit of Crossfire in and a little bit of Crossfire here, pull you guys back, and get these Raiders to get back online too. All right, so far we can send in some Khorne Gores to go try and ninja that outside point. I think it's time to start playing the objectives a little bit. Let's get on the blues, pull you guys back. A lot of firepower. Be'lakor is just kind of off in the Shadow Realm doing his own thing, so that's good for us. Start shooting at these blues here. We do manage to clean out that position. Centaur should win that fight. Zangor should win this fight. That fight looks like it's going reasonably well too, but we do need to get an objective here, 100%. You know, we really, really do need to. How are those guys looking? Yeah, looking fine, looking fine. Cygor is still very much online, so we can march it over here. His army's looking pretty raggedy, but he does have all 3 objectives. You know, he's got all the sneaky going. And if he's still chasing my caster, that's going to win me the game probably, because his good units aren't going to be invested in the field, right? All right, so we got the raiders. Let's get them on you guys, although we got to clean out the back pressure first. We're going to clean out some of you guys. Hopefully they're able to win that fight. And we're going to call out the Sons of Goros, which are a really good anti-demon unit to start dragging them down. All right, so Cygor and Spawn still going. Let's get Pimp Gabe over here with these. My caster is off in La La Land. And we need to unsummon you as well. For some reason, I cannot. Okay, feels bad. Well, let's just recharge then. And my caster is gone. So in the trash, Ungo Raiders. Spearmen can move back up. Sons of Goros able to flatline that unit pretty good. All right, so we need to get you guys on the Fiends. And we do get the Fiends surging into the backfield now. So we're going to need to try and wear them down here and get you guys to come across and do that. Do we have the snare on Be'lakor? Now that Be'lakor is back in the battle, it could get scary again. So we're going to go ahead and snare him down, lock him in the sky. Sons of Goros there, getting ready to go. And do I have any reinforcements I can get there quickly and help them? I don't know. We'll have to see. Do we have any more Centaurs? The Cockatrice is there. Zangor's coming up. Could be useful too. All right. So some of these guys are pressuring me. I was able to get this objective back. The Korngor is able to get that outside objective back too. Let's get you guys there. Keep Morkur near the big Cygor man. And Sentis moving there. We're going to unsummon you guys. Should have unsummoned them a long time ago. Let's retreat back. And you know what? Let's actually use these guys to try and clear up some of the pressure here. I think that's going to be good. So we do have the double cap on him, which is nice, but we're going to need to like straight up win the fighting here, right? If we could just kill everything and just leave Be'lakor, you know, last man standing, that's going to be good for us. Harpies, what are they even good against here? Not a whole lot. Okay, so these guys are getting crumbled. Zangors are going to come. We're going to just start playing the objectives a little bit, kiting with these archers, and we can call out Centaurs with throwing axes, which will be good against most things here. All right, so the dreaded Fiends are being Fiends, as you would expect. So we're going to get all these units shooting there. We have the outside objective, and we're about to clear out these guys right there. A couple throwing weapons. Let's unsummon you guys, get you guys throwing at them. Looking fine. Almost got those Fiends down for the count. And the Sons of Goros, where do we want them? They can come out here. Yeah, we might get attacked pretty heavily here, but I think that position can do some work. I'm probably going to resummon my wizard here soonish. I think that's going to be pretty good. Let's retreat you back, keep these guys here, get you guys moving in, and move up to that objective. So we're going to need to start playing the points here. All right, so let's retreat. You guys shoot at the Centaurs there. Let's get the Sons of Goros to hammer those Chaos Furies. A couple little spears moving up, and let's get up on the point there. Ungabunga Raiders, run away. Keep shooting these Plague Bearers, keep moving you guys around. Great. All right, so Sons of Goros will probably clean up those guys. These Fiends, we should not have too big of a problem dispatching them. Korngors are hanging on that outside objective looking pretty good. And the Sons of Giga Chad Goros did come back in and did some work, so let's finish them off here. Get you guys blasting. And do we call in the Cockatrice now? I feel like it's not going to be bad. Yeah, having like a decent SE fighter with a little bit of battlefield control. What's not to love, right? All right, so Fury's coming. We'll get the Cockatrice going after them. The middle objective is going to flip to us, which is going to buy us a long time, basically. Keep kiting here, keep shooting. Cockatrice can use its Petrifying Gaze to try and snare you down and slow them. Then we move up in the middle, and we go Karate Chop over there, although we need to finish off those damn Fiends. I was getting to a problem, man. All right, Sons of Goros, retreat you guys. And yeah, we can take this fight, honestly. With the Cockatrice there, that should be a pretty easy win for us. All right, Raiders shoot. Raiders shoot. Middle point's going to us. He's ahead on value. I don't know what's getting him even ahead on value. I feel like we're in a good position, but I could be wrong. All right, let's get those Gores moving that way. Those guys are going to be taken down. Be'lakor in the back. Is my caster just not back in the pool for some reason? Normally your caster would be back by now, but I don't know. Some weirdness is going on here. All right, shoot the Plague Bearers. Cockatrice is helping clean those guys up. We now have our clutches on the middle, so we're going to go try and stomp on these guys with our Cygor of Doom. And we do have some more mobility coming now, so we can hopefully deal with some of the Hound units as they do their thing. All right, so we're just going to run here. No sense in fighting. Cockatrice is going to go to the middle. And I think we can win on just the two objectives. Yeah, we can. So we're going to do that. We're going to try to do that. I don't know why my caster's not coming back. Did he rally and I just don't see him somewhere? Okay, so let's unsummon you. Let's unsummon you. Unsummon, and see where those damn Hounds are going to go. All right, so Centaurs, going to go intercept them, and you guys keep kiting here. And now we have a pretty decent little SE Death Star. We have the, you know, the big scary here. We have the Cygor. We got quite a bit. All right, so those Hounds are going to be taken down. The Ungabunga Raiders can shoot, and let's get you guys coming over here to help out with Be'lakor. Don't know if we can take Be'lakor, but I think all three of our SEs should have a decent chance of at least putting up a fight against him. We'll have to see. All right, so we're going to turn on Be'lakor here. We're going to get the Korngors in there to help out. And we're going to see if all three of the homies can do something. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to try. All right, so those hounds have been taken down. This is an important fight here. If our Cygor can endure, that's going to be pretty big. Be'lakor is getting hammered, but we do have Korngors in there now. So big Cygor man is probably going to need to flee. And we can call in some mobility here, get them across the board, and see what they can get done. The Korngors need to hold here. Do I still have them? Where the hell did the Korngors go? Oh, they just got killed by those Furies? Are you for real? Okay, I guess stranger things have happened here. So let's get the Cygor back, get the Cybor back, get the Raiders coming up, get the Centaurs coming. A little bit of Unga Bunga action there is good. Cockatrice can keep attacking in. We're going to need to get you back. Call in some Senties here and call in some more Senties. And just try and win on the mobility game here. Okay. So these Centaurs, we need to watch the Hound units. We can turn and fight here. Okay, the Korngors are still alive. I was like, what the hell happened there? Yeah, we can fight there. It's fine. Get you guys to start shooting at Be'lakor. Get you guys to come across. Intercept those, and those Raiders do get taken offline. The Giga Chad Korngors are going. I need all three of my characters to take down the big man here, and maybe we're going to be able to. We'll have to see. All right, so you guys go there, and we're trying to hold on to the middle. It's a little bit messy, but we do what we can. These are basic Senties. Be'lakor is losing the 3v1. Okay, he's getting slapped up pretty good. So we're going to get these guys around the flank here. Okay, I think we're starting to get a little bit of momentum here, guys. That is a healthy-ish Hound unit. So we need to be ready to intercept that. Let's call out some more Centaurs with throwing weapons. Get them coming here. Great. So you guys go around the top side. You guys are going to hammer into these. And Be'lakor, oh, I couldn't click their frickin' banner, so I missed the charge. That feels so shitty. Yeah, but the 3v1 is going good. We're going to get on these blues. And do we call in Harpies after that? I don't know. Oh, I don't know what happened to my caster. It's a new map, so sometimes these new maps do have some issues, but it definitely screwed with my game plans quite a bit. Be'lakor is losing, though, so that's good. We're going to get you guys there. I'm hoping we'll win this fight. Do we have any more speed we can get over here? Those Plague Bearers have been getting kited for like 45 minutes. Okay, our caster is finally able to be resummoned, so that is good. The middle fight is going well. The Zangors will defeat the Plague Bearers, probably. Cygor man is going to keep throwing boulders, and we'll get Big Pimpin' over there, while the Cockatrice delivers the fat cock over there to our opponent's units. Okay, so what do we got? These are going to be some frickin' Fleshhounds, which traded insanely well, by the way. I didn't think they would win that frickin' fight, but I guess I didn't get the proper charge. We're going to keep the Cockatrice on the man, yes. Keep kiting you guys back, and now we need to get frickin' Sons of Goros out. How much are they? 1250? Oh, so it feels like it's the longest call-in ever. All right, so they're going to come across, do a little bit of this. Cockatrice is hunting down the biggin. Yeah, we're catching up on points, which is good. We need to keep these guys alive, so we're just going to run them back this way. And keep microing the Cockatrice to hunt him down, probably. Although if we get it surrounded, that's going to be very bad. So we need to get the Cockatrice back. We can keep Morker fighting. And the Cygor can throw boulders wherever. Okay, we lure those guys to their demise, which is good. Anything we can come over here to maintain some capture weight would be nice. So let's get you on the point. And we do have our Unga Bunga Raiders back. Great. Sons of Goros able to clean up their prize. Let's get the Centaurs with throwing axes back in there. And we're going to get you guys on the 2 Hound units. Great. I don't know if that's going to be enough capture weight to mitigate what he's got going, but we are going to move back with all these units and hopefully clean them up. We'll see. All right. Are they going to dive me? They will. All right. So we're going to 2v1 them. Let's get our Bray Shaman back. He can start waddling up to the field because some late game Pit of Shades could be very clutch, actually. All right, so Morker's doing it. Cockatrice going to go after him. Cygor is going to be better in melee, most likely. And yeah, those Furies will be cleaned up. Ungor Raiders can come back into the fight. And as long as I can get it soonish, yeah, our character is going to be here. Let's just do a little Melkoths on you just so we can do something. Cockatrice keeps hunting down Big Be'lakor. You guys come back this way. Let's turn about face and do this. Pit of Shades is going to be useful as well. All right, so move back, move back. We're getting the capture weight back now. Be'lakor is on the run from the cock. He fears the wiener. All right, and what do we do next? More Senties? I think a Zangor call-in is going to be good for sustainable capture weight here. So Cockatrice keeps hunting. You guys are cleaning up these units here. Let's get you guys on the point. And do we have a Pit of Shades? We do. That's going to be really good. That overcasted pit right there is going to be very clutch. All right, so all you guys move up on the point, get that capture weight there. Pit of Shade's going to wreck those Plague Bearers, and then we just need to hold the 2 objectives and we win, basically. All right, let's fight these guys with Sons of Goros. Ungor Raiders can go after the blues, and we will have another Pit of Shades. Well, for now, we're just going to nail those Furies. See if we can get the objective back soon. The Cockatrice is chasing Be'lakor off into the Shadow Realm here, and Zangors will arrive. And I think we got this game in the bag. That was still a little bit sketchy, actually. We don't have the objective yet. Morker is doing good. That's going to be 3 more capture weight coming in. Yeah, that firepower on those guys hurts, but now it's just Plague Bearers being called in, and we can call in more Sentis. Centaurs are just so freaking good. They're just so good. All right, so that objective belongs to us now. Sons of Goros go there. Raiders can shoot into you. Do we have any magic? It does feel good getting all that magic in the late game. We can get you guys to push out there. As Be'lakor is really in a duel of fates with the cock over here. He's having a field day with it. I'm happy to just carry on with that fight, to be honest. All right, we can Melkoth you, get you tied up here. I think I just barely win. It's super close. Zygor can throw some boulders over here. We're going to maybe need to play a couple objectives. We'll get some Harpies to clean those guys out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just barely win. It's like very tight. Okay, so Plague Bearers need to get it. Morker and company are cleaving them asunder. We're going to do this. Space Jam Slam into you guys. Get you guys charging right there. We're going to need some basic Senti soon, though, to deal with this. The Zangors are going to get that objective. They will get that, so that is nice. Okay, Morker's doing it. Fleshhounds are lurking in the shadows. We have Harpies coming in. Yeah, we win on just the 2. So I don't even need to play the 3 objectives very aggressively, but we can hopefully get 1 more boulder. Be'lakor, let's just see if we can hit him with the giant boulder and finish him off. That's going to be very, very good. Okay, so he's got a fair amount in the middle, actually. But I think we have enough, and we can call in another Zangor here to get this. Did we hit Be'lakor with a boulder? I don't think we did. Zangors are going to start capturing that objective. And that's going to be really good. All right, Centaurs, the throwing axes, just go onto the Plague Bearers here. Morker does his thing. Let's pull you back as well. And those are going to be Hounds. Yeah, so let's get the Hounds back a little bit. See what he's going to end up doing with those. Be'lakor literally sitting at 920 HP. He defeated my cock over there, but, you know, you can't always win. All right, so on the ground, we have the mobility pieces coming. The Zangor unit should be arriving shortly. Yeah, it should be. He does have the capture weight. A little bit scary here, not going to lie. All right, so let's get the Harpies to defend on the Hounds. Try and win that fight. Park you guys right here. And we need to get more Sentis out here ASAP. Granted, I think we're going to flip the far side objective here. So we need to go bash those guys. Make sure we get it. All right, I pull ahead on points. Really, really tight game, actually. Super tight game. Maybe a mistake not sending my Centaurs over there. Although if we could just hold this one a little bit longer, it won't matter. So yeah, the Zangors arriving, I think, seals the deal and wins us the game. Yep, Zangors get the steel chair and we win. Because he won't have time to get that outside objective with the Zangors arriving. Although we might need more here even. Wow, holy shit. All right, we're going to get those Plague Bearers. We're going to do this. Just pile in everybody, all hands on deck. Holy shit, the capture weight's close. Giga Chad Zangor is getting it done, and they will out-capture those blues over there as well. Oh, that was a close game. God damn, dude. That was really sweaty. The Cockatrice did go limp, but honestly, it did its job. Holy shit, I can't believe we won that. That was crazy. That was like an old-school meta build. Yeah, like Plague Bearers are pretty good against Beastmen. Be'lakor with 4,200. I don't know if he had Changebringers. I mean, I had a lot of ranged. Would Changebringers have been that scary to deal with the Cockatrice and Melkoths and things like that? I don't know. GG, dog. Okay. And let's see what's going on here. So that is a round 1 victory for the Bray Herd. And the happy cow dancing has commenced. Here are the happy moos. That was a fearsome fight. It was. Literally the last one in the tournament here. So it's going to be Beastmen versus, what the hell is he playing? Demons of Chaos? Chaos Demons. All right, so that was a good scrappy fight. Morker doesn't have a Mortis Engine in multiplayer. No, he does have 2 Chaos Spawn summons, though, which are very good. So he's just... Demons of Chaos are really, really good at cheesing your Lord and sniping your characters. So having a character like him is just a great insurance plan because he's incredibly tough to snipe. So that was a fun game. We got to see OG Be'lakor, who did actually pretty good. I mean, he cost, what, 30 probably around 3,000 something and got 4,200, so not too bad. All right, let's advance this. So we're going to go to round 2. Be'lakor slinking away with like no health is so lore accurate. It really is. Yeah. What won me the game was when he took the 3v1 fight for too long. If he had retreated with Be'lakor, I think he wins there, actually. But he thought Be'lakor would win the 3v1 versus my Haggard squad, but the Cygor was able to do some work. Yeah, Cygors are probably my favorite Beastmen unit, so I'm gonna do anything I can to find a way to mix them into my builds. All right, T2. So we're in round 2, guys. Thank you for joining tonight. Cool to see all the homies hanging, and we're gonna get this going. He killed an Exalted Plague Bearer, like outright. Round 2. Okay, so round 2 is live team, and let's go see who our opponent's gonna be. Hey, Kinetic. I don't know if I played this player before. Maybe I have. Let's see. Is it you? Yo-yo. We're up. Malagor is good. You can go Malagor in that matchup with Flock of Doom. Honestly, that probably would have been safer, because he could just scurry away. But Morkar was good. He grounded out the objectives. You know, he did. That was close at the end. He almost got me back there. All right, this is my opponent here. I don't know which player is going to be my opponent. Yo-yo. There's 2 players with the exact same name in Discord, so I'm going to see which one it is. All right, so we got Warriors of Chaos on the other side versus the Beastmen. And let's see what our map is going to be. Okay, and I will ban first. Okay, so Norscan Rise, Eastern Isle Colony, or Glade of the Everqueen. Yeah, it was a really good match. I'll ban Eastern. Yeah, I got to change my mindset, because a lot of the factions I play really like to be turtley, so having to play like speedy, aggressive factions is weird. All right. Let's get it and see if we can take down the Warriors of Chaos. Yeah, Malagor is obscenely fast. I think he's like 110 or something. Let me look. He's, yeah, 110 speed. And I think he gets even faster from the Primal Fury. So he's going to be like a little bit like 117, 118 speed, something like that. He's really quick. All right. Sounds good. So we're playing Glade, which is good. So basically what we have to worry about here are Hellstriders. Hellstriders trade very cost effectively into my Centaurs. It doesn't mean you don't bring them, but yeah, still is good. So we're going to be on Glade of the Everqueen. Malagor yearns for battle. I don't know, but there's so many cooler characters. Khazrak yearns for battle too, man. The One Eye, fear him. You know, he's coming with his eye patch. So against Warriors of Chaos, man, what do we need to worry about here? I got some ideas. All right, let's get our true Beastman Lord over here. He's there. All right, Jabba the Scythe. Yeah, the Jabber Scythe. Look, he could happen. He could be brought. Archaon is a bit of a menace. Yeah, Archaon is a menace here. So we gotta watch out for that. How about an all Minotaur army? Yeah, that can work. It can work. Okay, so I think 3 of these will be good in reserve. You guys are gonna like this build, I can assure you. It's gonna be a fun one. Khazrak the One Eye feels a little bit Jankimus Maximus here. A Bray Shaman is decent. What does Malagor bring in this matchup? Flock of Doom is pretty good. Penumbra Pendulum's alright too. Mantle of Gorok certainly gives you a big punch. How much WOM is that? It's 9? It's a lot. Okay. I'll see if I can squeeze in a little Torox action tonight. It's certainly possible. Yeah, alright. That looks fun. And then for our next Disappearing Act, so he's going to have what? Marauder Horsemen, most likely. Yeah. Do I want the armor-piercing Centaurs in this matchup? Probably not, because you need the most effective answer against Hellstrider, which is going to be those. Yeah, that looks good. Minotaurs with great weapons. Trying to think. Bloodbrute Behemoth is an interesting choice here too. The Bloodbrute Behemoth can definitely scrap. Can definitely scrap and cause some havoc. Gorbel is interesting, but he probably gets surrounded by Hellstriders and just dies. I honestly think, yeah, I think there's a better setup here. Okay. Yes. Don't know how good that's going to be, but sometimes it's all about the rule of cool, you know? You have to skip the lame, boring shit and bring in the cool units. So that's how we're going to be rolling here. Yeah, I don't know what to expect, though, from my opponent. Certainly an X factor. Yes and yes. Aspiring Champions are a thing. They can't bring Wrathmongers. All right. That's a badass opening right there, if I do say so myself. I think 2 and 2 is probably adequate here. Ungor Raiders are not bad. You're mainly going to be dealing... Yeah, the Chaos meta. I think I have an idea of what he's going to bring. Now, do we want a Manticore? I feel like a Manticore is always good just to bully a little bit. But the Cockatrice was no joke, man. He put in work that last game. He was a menace. That little snare ability he has, it's I think I might be growing a soft spot for it. Might be mixing it into some more of my builds here. Yeah, and then we'll get you and you. Yeah, I think that looks good to me. This is a real wild tinfoil hat strategy, man. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to try it. All right. GLHF, dude. GLHF. Let's see what the foul hordes of chaos are going to bring to bear against us. The double giant works better on warriors of chaos because you have healing. Because you have Nurgle magic, so... You can drop the fat heals and keep those bad boys functional. Whereas on Beastmen, they don't get such love. Yes, T-Rex push-ups. You caught me. Yeah, Chaos has good answers for double giants, I think. Beastman mobility is a little bit stronger here, but I brought a badass build. You guys are going to like this. You're going to like the way it looks, I guarantee it. It's some big, scary armor. Hans von Haggard, nice. Shout out to the Bannerlord playthrough, which was fun. All right, so here's what we got. A bunch of elite armor, which it doesn't get any better than that. And Torox the Brass Bull. I saw you guys wanted him, so I brought him. There we go. And we have Korok's Man-Rippers in the back. And we have Torox, the Giga Chad, Bray Shaman, and Minotaurs, the Butchers of Kalkengard. No, it's just a pure Beastman armor build. Elite Beastman, yeah. If he goes Forsaken, I'll have a big advantage. No Jabberslythe. Although Jabberslythe arguably could be good here. Yeah, boy. Torox, he's going to have to fight Archaon. I even brought Blood Beast so we can live our Rob Zombie power fantasy. I bet you if you Googled Rob Zombie Blood Beast, there would literally be a song called that. Or at least very similar. Yes, it is true. Okay, so he's got 13 models, which means probably 4 Marauder Horsemen, Marauders, Archaon. Yeah. Ooh, Marauders, and Marauders. He actually brought great weapons. Interesting. So, homie was prepared. I could be in some trouble. In the back, we got Halberds, Archaon, and more Marauders. Wow, he brought a lot of great weapons. It's certainly unfortunate for us. The Cockatrice might unironically be one of my first callouts here. So we're going to go grab this objective here. We can park one bestie there, just have him hold this. So he's actually got a bit of a soft counter against my build. Doesn't mean we can't win. It's just going to be harder. Okay. So I got a lot of Centaurs. I'm going to save up for a couple at once so I can try and surprise him. But the baseline Marauders are going to get smashed. But he brought... And great weapons. Or Halberds. Okay, Halberds are actually fine, though. We don't mind that. Throwing axes. Wow, he brought like all this stuff that would normally be terrible against Beastmen. Yeah, that's a lot of specific counters. All right, so this is going to be hard then, but I still think we can win. Archaon is a bit of a menace, of course. We'll move up and get this objective here. We got that. Brass Bull's coming, and I can get a Melkoth's on you guys. Probably not a terrible idea, because we do eat a little bit there, and it's time probably to get 2 of our own throwing weapons. Okay, let's get those guys out. We're going to get the Brass Bull here. Korok's Manrippers are also going to be a nice holding piece as well. Yeah, if he has Burning Head, does he? It's Burning Head and Piercing Bolts. So he's got all of his bets covered, essentially. Okay, so let's go try and get a fight here. We can do this and get you guys together and go see if we can get a little duel with Archaon, and we're going to go ahead and screen you guys a bit. All right. So the objective is coming to us. Great. The Gores are going to be moving in. And let's move you guys back. Yeah, just keep getting the throwing ammo, and we can use some L-cost to win that trade. That's going to be nice for us. And now that we see the Great Weapons coming through, we need to hammer them with the Minotaurs, which I'm really wishing I'd brought more Minotaurs. All right. So throwing weapons keep doing their thing. The Minotaurs will pound those Great Weapons into the Shadow Realm. Melkoth's activated. And now on the backside, we're going to want to reinforce a little bit. So probably just get some basic Sentis to come up and just start cycle charging and whatnot. Yeah, but the trading is going very good for us out of the gates. Okay, there's the stuff I want to be fighting with Bestigors. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. So let's go ahead and use the Blood Beast ability because it's super heavy metal. So we're going to do that. Pull you guys in this way. And looks like some Witchcraft is going to be going down here. Piercing Bolts, I think? Yeah, that's going to be nice. So we do route that one position and take basically no damage. So now we need to get back, get on these Great Weapons, call you into the Forsaken there, and get the Korok's Manrippers and the Centaurs to clean those guys out. All right. So the trading is going very favorably for us out of the gates, I would say. We got Bestigors on Forsaken, which is like about as good as it gets. And we've been able to avoid most of the really bad fights. Now we just got to worry about the Halberds. The Halberds are something we can start slamming with Melkoths. Butchers of Kalkengard need to come back. We don't want to be taking that kind of damage on them. So the Forsaken unit's getting bullied. Let's get the throwing weapons into you guys. And we're going to get all you homies back and back and back and back. And just let the Beastmen frontliners actually fight now. Okay, so we're going to get you guys. Yeah, these Great Weapons are causing a little bit of havoc. The Centaurs did get into the fight, so we need to retreat them back now. We're going to get another throwing weapon out, put it in group 4. And just keep trying to take these guys down. I could use the Brass Body. Archaon is getting a little bit nervous here. We're going to try and dodge this. And we can use our Jagged Dagger for the power recharge. Okay. So back we go, team. Keep our caster back. Let the elite Beastmen continue feasting. Let's go get you guys to beat up these Marauders. You guys to beat up these ones. And yeah, we're just going to keep going. All right, Forsaken are coming back in for round 2. We're going to go ahead and hit these Halberds again. And yeah, looking pretty good, honestly. Looking pretty good for us. I think we're winning most of the trades. You know, the Bestigors are going to get their chase on here. We still have our throwing weapons generating big value. And these Minotaurs are absolute gigachads. All right. Unfortunately for him, charging Hellstriders into these units is not going to be a good ending for them. Let's get a Centaur out there. Bestigor is still trading very well. And yeah, the Great Open front line's doing good, but we don't want to overextend. A couple Trolls coming back in, so perfect opportunity for us to get the Armored Trolls. So we're going to go ahead and get them with the throwing weapons. Taurox, do we need him here? Not really. Taurox can maybe go after Archaon, we'll see. But the Trolls will eat those throwing weapons and not have a good time of it. All right, so you guys are doing that. Let's get you guys to go help out here. And you guys can go help out over there as well. And we can pressure all 3 objectives with our mobility. All right, Bestigors, get on the Marauders. Let's get you on this unit here. They're doing pretty good, although we are delving a little bit greedily and deeply. So probably time to get some Corngors up to help out there. I think that's going to be good. So you guys charge there, you guys charge there, and we're going to threaten his back objective pretty hard. Okay, so what do we have that's worth Melkothsing here? Yeah, really good piercing bolts, beautiful. I got caught there. I got caught real good like. Okay. So a lot of damage there. It feels bad. We're going to use our abilities to make him not take a lot. Let's retreat back a little bit. And now we need to bully this objective. We need to get this one. All right, and I think we will. The Taurox able to get back, and looks like another Witchcraft spell going to be used on these guys. And we need to get our Butchers of Kalkengard back. We did do a lot of damage against the Trolls, but the Korok's Manrippers need to reform the ranks and deal with those guys. All right, so you guys are retreating. Our mobility is doing a great job over here, just Space Jam slamming his units. So let's get you guys back. And we're going to get another Korngor coming out soon. All right, so Korngor is going to come across the map here. Let's reform the ranks. Get our halberds in position. So halberds right there, halberds right here, and the throwing weapons can just kind of keep rotating as needed. All right, so the fight is going all right. A couple Centaurs doing good. Let's avoid those halberds while we can. But right now we have the triple cap on them, which is great. Melkoth is basically designed to kill those kind of units. And now we have a lot of halberds in the mix. So I'm feeling a lot more confident there. All right, so let's keep you lurking. How are we looking back here? A couple Centis are in okay shape. Yeah, those are scaries there, but we are going to pull a big points lead here. And I think we can hold this position for a hot minute. So let's get you guys back and retreat you. Let's get the halberds into them. Retreat this way. And you guys can come down and maybe think about doing a little bit of an envelop there. I don't really care too much if I lose that objective, but we are winning this side. And you can see these guys getting routed pretty good. Yeah, nice. All right, so how are we looking? Bray Shaman is there. Let's do this. All the trolls are loose into the Korngors now, and the besties, yeah, those guys aren't long for this world. All right, let's get a Pestigore, defend our home objective, and we're going to go ahead and do a Melkoth's on you. Melkoth's is amazing against Hellstriders. It's very, very good. So we need to chase these trolls off probably, like straight up route them into the woods, and see how that goes. All right, so these besties can probably pull back and just start defending there. But a full route for the Warriors of Chaos here. Taurox he's doing pretty good. He's had a bodyguard the entire time, the Butchers of Kalkengard. So that's why Archaon didn't want to go in, is because of the Butchers probably threatening. Let's get our throwing weapons there. Let's get another Pestigore coming out that way. Chaos looking real raggedy right now. We need to unsummon the beat up units so we can get them back in the pool. So we're going to do this and we're going to do this. Otherwise we could run out of shit, right? We can run out of points. But we have a points lead right now. We're just going to throw in you guys. Melkoths? How much magic do we have left? We have a lot, so we can get like 1 million Melkoths here. So we're just going to go get the Hellstriders down. They're one of the biggest threats that we face. 5. Okay. So this objective, we have a halberd unit and a halberd unit plus butchers. Taurox can come over here. So let's just get those throwing weapons online, and we have... Okay, these guys are lurking, and yeah, we have this game, I think, in a pretty good position. Archaon could move in. He definitely needs to be more active with Archie, probably. But the Gores, they are a hard counter against Bestigores will hard counter Chaos Warrior Halberds. It's a really, really not good fight for them. All right, on the backside, what can we call in? Let's call in our dreaded cock and see what we can do with it. I'm just doing it. It's not the optimal choice, but I just wanted to say the word, so that's what you guys get. These guys are coming. You can see the halberds getting annihilated, and we have the reserves at the ready. Yeah, just keep those guys there and just kind of keep harrying him here, right? I think that's going to be fine. Forsaken also get hard countered by Bestigores, and that's the reason why I went so Bestigore heavy, is because Chaos players just, they love doing frickin' what's it called? Forsaken. It's all the hotness these days. So Bestigores are actually, I think, a very solid tool. But he had a lot of great weapon boys and things like that made it a little bit harder. All right, so we're going to move up now. I think we can take the fight. His halberds are very low. These guys, Archaon wants some. Okay, he can get some. We're gonna give him the two for one here. The Blood Beast, the Rob Zombie time. All right, so we're gonna go for his back objective. It's a little bit risky, but we're gonna give the Petrifying Gaze. We're gonna look at him with our one-eyed snake here. So Archaon is gonna get frozen in place here soon. Let's get you guys to come around here, provide a little bit of support. You guys move up that way. Get on you, and these guys can go ahead and pile in here as well. Fortunately, the brass body's still on cooldown. All right, Koroks Mannerpers. Go, go, go. Let's get you guys that way. You guys can pull back here. Archaon not having a good time in this fight. I think we're doing okay in the 3v1. Okay, so he ends up rear charging us, which is good, because then we can just collapse on him. A little bit of a risky fight here. Like, I didn't need to take this, but, you know, the bloodlust of the Beastmen cannot be satiated, so, you know, that's just how it goes. All right, so another great open unit is coming. Archaon is losing the 3v1. Yeah, with the Butchers of Kalkengard should be able to help out with that. We have anything else we want to get here? Yeah, we do collapse his flank, so that's good. We can just Melkoths on these Hellstriders to finish him off. Let's get some Pesties in there, and yeah, we want to leave something there. Chaos can do some Hellstrider shenanigans, so we want to probably be careful about that. So we're gonna hot group these guys, pull you guys back, and now we can just pour into the combat here. And I think we've gotten it. Okay. Unsummon you, and we're going to unsummon you guys as well. Get them out of here. Get some fresh units. Take down these guys real quick. Archaon not feeling too good. Let's get more Bestigores coming up. They're the best gores around. No one's ever gonna bring them down. All right, so yes, Chaos Armor Trolls get wrecked. Throwing axes using the last of their ammo. And Forsaken get so hard countered by these guys. All right, GG. I was actually very nervous in the beginning because he had a lot of good tools against my army, but we managed to micro and use the monster's infantry with Torox to bully them. So that was fun, man. Good game. GG, dog. Well played. It was a good scrap. Solid opponent there. All right, so we're going to do 1-0 for the Beastmen. Beastmen versus Warriors of Chaos. Yeah, Torox is very cool. He's not the most competitive choice, but he's awesome. Yeah. Oh, Butchers of Kalkengard are one of the best RORs in the game. I mean, they're insanely durable and they hit like trucks. Besties did good though. I mean, good value across the board. Corn Gores were a really good inclusion too. The Pesties, I maybe could have just had more Corn Gores, honestly. Yeah, it was a fun game. GG, even had Slaughter Garden there, man. All right. So next up, we are going to see how the round is looking. We are currently 2 wins and no losses. Handful of games are going. We got Boss Toss undefeated too. It's scary. Boss Toss is always a scary foe. He's probably on Norska too. Oh, Torox. Yeah, does Rob... No, Rob Zombie has a song called Super Beast. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, here you go, guys. This is the song. By the way, if you haven't heard this song, it's actually really good. Super Beast by Rob Zombie. Oh, yeah, dude. It's a great one. It's very early 2000s, late 90s. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Norska matchup is annoying. Anybody's welcome to join these tournaments, all skill levels. So this is an open tournament, which means players of all skill will be joining, but we also have beginner tournaments from time to time. Skin Wolves do very well against Minos, but Grey Open Minos will beat Skin Wolves, but then again, they have the healing advantage, so they can retreat and heal and you can't. So oh no, Torox is definitely the Super Beast. Come on. Morker's a little, he's a little bit wimpy compared to the Brass Bull. Yeah, Davok. Yeah, they've got some fun songs. I heard something about Rob Zombie. Apparently he's really not a good performer live. Like, people have told me that like his voice live doesn't sound anything like his studio stuff. I don't know if that's true. I've never seen it. It's just anecdotal. But I mean, I love some of Rob Zombie songs, like Dragula's great, Super Beast, Living Dead Girl. I mean, there's a bunch of catchy ones. I probably only named like 4 to be honest, but yeah, I've heard he sounds very different live. Does Malagor do the T-pose when he is killed over water? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I don't know. You saw Rob Zombie in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1998? Hell yeah, dude. That sounds like an experience. All right, so just waiting for 2 games to finish. And then we'll be wrapping up here. So we got Taurus and Arno versus Deathbolts and the Big H. And that is going to be that. But good show, but he was winded, yeah. Yeah, we'll do some more Dawn of War 2 soon as well. Noblars, don't worry. We got all sorts of stuff planned here. Okay, let's see if there's any admin stuff that needs to be done. I think we're chilling, man. I think we're relaxing. So how's life been treating you guys, man? We got a big thunder rain kind of storms coming here in Southern California, which is very welcome. We always have the dreaded droughts here. Yeah, let's see what Boss Toss is playing. He's definitely one of the biggest threats in the tourney. Although he's just getting back into the game, but his micro is still going to be there, So Boss Toss. I don't know what he's playing. I can't see his declaration. It's around here somewhere, I'm sure. Yes. We did use Torox. We used him. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I went with Torox is because he has Brass Body, so I knew it was going to be Archeon because he's so good in that matchup with Burning Head and Spirit Leech, both great against Beastmen. I figured that with the brass body, if Archeon did come for that booty, I'd be able to use get the ward save and the melee defense and actually trade. Otherwise, Archeon will bully him. Archeon is a stronger fighter than Torox. He's the Lord of the End Times, you know. Am I excited for the Tau to be added to the Elite mod? Not as excited as Professor Pone, but yeah, I'm definitely pumped for it. It'll be fun to cover it and see what's going on there. Yeah, it'll be fun. You have a Canadian Thanksgiving going on. Nice. That sounds like fun. Thanksgiving is probably, as I've gotten older, one of my favorite holidays. Just feasting with the family, it's great. Halloween, though, is truly a magical one, at least here in the States. I don't know how hard in the paint you guys go on Halloween in other parts of the world, but here in the States, it's always a good time. Anticity's feasting. Oh, that's where he is. He streams during the day, too, and then he comes on and plays in our tournaments that we usually do at night. He's a machine, man. All right, let's do it. I mean, yeah, Southern California weather is amazing. It's year-round pleasant for the most part, and it's like you get like the ocean breeze and coastal elements, but you also get, you know, a bit drier weather, like when you go more inland, which means you don't have to deal with like mold and, you know, wear and tear on your buildings too, which is nice. You know, a lot of my family lived on the East Coast and, you know, near the water and whatnot. And I remember there would always be issues with, you know, rust on cars and, you know, mold problems and whatnot. Razorgore Chariots are all right. Yeah, I've tried them, Doctor. They're fun. I might mix them in tonight. It depends on the matchup. I haven't needed them so far. So, all right, we got Boss Toss. Great. So this is going to be the Duel of Fates. Let's do this. If he's playing, I just got to hope he's not playing one of his main factions. If he is, I could be cooked. But, you know, we'll give it our best try here. Let's get Boss Toss, Yo-Yo G. Let's do it. And where are we? Okay, so he is here, and we are going to be doing this. The boss of the toss is upon us. He reached 115 down here. God damn, that's rough, dude. Where do you live, if you don't mind me asking? 115 is pretty brutal. You must be in like some sort of a desert climate. I don't know. All right, so waiting for the boss of the toss. Round 3 has been announced. He is banning first map. And, okay, so what are you? If he's on Norska, that'll be a little scary. But, oh, he's on Corn, I think? Okay, that's fine. Hell yeah. Okay, banning, let's see. So Haunted Vale sounds good. We'll play Vale. Okay, we're going to play on the Haunted Vale. We are playing against Corn. So it is time for the scariness to begin. All right, James Hetfield, thank you for your screen blocking service. Yeah, Desert SoCal, yeah. It's hot there, man. Anticity lurking, dude. He's here. He's always in the shadows watching. Studying his competition. What do we want to do against Corn? So Valkia is on the table. I mean, you know, your boy Malagor isn't a bad choice. Granted, you know, some of the Doom Bowl type characters are pretty decent here. I don't know if is Morkar weak to fire? Yeah, because he regenerates. So probably the Skull Taker is just going to bully him really badly. Not sure about how to play this matchup, actually. Kind of interesting. So Blood Beasts are going to be here. Bring a Gorgon Beast. Bring the Jabberwocky. The Jabberwocky is a very, very serious temptation. Corn does have pretty cost-effective halberd infantry, though, so you need to be careful. They can do a lot with that. Trying to think what magic is nice. Okay, so let's do that, and we can do this. We're gonna cut all that and just go here. All right, Morkar's all right. A Skull Taker is gonna, like, a lot of the Corn Lords are gonna give him the biz really bad. So you gotta watch out. All right, so then we got to deal with Fleshhounds, obviously, right? Fleshhounds are a thing. They're scary. So that's our build out of the gates. Does the Cygor have any teeth here? Does the Cygor do anything for us? Don't know if it does. What about the Incarnate Elemental? I feel like it's going to struggle in most of the monster fights. But it is super cool. Yes and yes. You could also go really heavy into like elite infantry in this matchup. I feel like that can work pretty well. Although you got to watch out for Blood Beasts of Khorne. Blood Beasts of Khorne are a big problem. Those guys are going to give you the dirty. Okay, so elite infantry, mobility. Man, there's so many ways to play Beastmen. Kaz Chad, solo Scarbrand. I don't know about that. That's a tall order right there, my friend. Kaz Chad, I love that. That's so good. So the Jabberwocky, I don't know about Jabberwocky. If he had some healing, you know, he doesn't have any healing. That makes me nervous. If he's gonna go Scarbrand, he could. Scarbrand ain't bad, man. He ain't bad. Okay, let's try a couple of these guys out. Yes. And against the demons, is he gonna go Bloodletter? Yeah, scary, man. Scary. So 500 G's left. Got all these homies. Yeah, Valkia is good. Valkia is quite strong. She's a menace. Butchers of Chattingard, I feel like are so good. I feel like you almost always gotta have them. Fear the Jabberwocky. Okay, and that looks fine. And then we can go ahead and get some chaff infantry in the mix. What is that hideous creature? It's my dog. It's my dog. He was a noble creature in life, the Wookiee. He was a good dog. He was a very good boy. He actually hated me, but he didn't act. I don't know if he really hated me, but he was a true menace. All right, so I actually have a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory build that I'm gonna try. Yeah. Now we're kind of cooking a little bit, aren't we? Yeah, I don't hate this. Okay. I'm gonna get you guys. Oh, I know we're missing. I know what the heck we're missing right now. Let's get you guys in there. 1 and 1. Okay, I don't hate that composition. And for our next disappearing act, hey Doctor, thanks for becoming a channel member, boss. And Tweak, thank you for subscribing on Twitch. Appreciate you guys. The big conspiracy theory. Will our schemes be validated, or will we just get wrecked? Find out on today's episode. We have a little bit of money left. Potion of speed. That'd really catch me off guard, I'm sure. Unholy power. Sure, why not? All right, guys. GLHF. Yes. And then we're going to get you, and we're going to get one more of those. Yeah, all right. This build's wild as shit, but it could work. Hey, Templar Knight. Sorry for your loss, brother. Sorry for your loss, man. We'll try and do you proud here. We are here for you, my friend. All right. This build's weird as shit, but I'm trying to learn Beastmen. I don't know them too well, so we're experimenting with the length to which we can go. All right. It is go time. Let the Nurglings feast. Although, no Nurglings here. Just Beastmen. So just let the cows graze. And we'll see what we can do. It's going to be a good game. Boss Toss, we know he loves his mobility playstyle. That's how he goes. Copy that, G. He says his game crashed. So, he will be back. Yeah, we might need to reload here, which is fine. Waiting for a response from him. Says he's loading, but he says his game crashed, so. There he goes, all right. Cool. And there's my build. Yeah, so I can screenshot these in case he needs it. Is it working? The screenshot button? I don't know if it is, but regardless, he can come on stream and look. There we go. All right. Here you go, Bastos. Check it out, boss. Those are the builds. Okay, and we're going to do this. Lobby code G. And there we go. One sec. Oh man, that's... Oh my, that's a build. It is. It's just a build I'm hoping he'll have trouble interacting with. This is probably the most Anticity build we've had tonight. Yeah, the other one's not so much, but this one for sure. Okay, so he's gonna head to the stream and he's gonna go get his build. Yeah. Just here to watch Valkia fighting animations. Yeah. Yeah, so I can talk about the build a little bit right now. We basically have the two wargors to kill infantry and these guys to kill big monsters. I mean, pretty unga bunga, right? Then we got a bunch of mobility and different things like that. So that's gonna be that. Let us see how it goes. Oh my god, if Beastmen got like a Nurgle caster, that would be insanely strong. Imagine being able to heal some of the Beastmen, you know, characters as well as monsters. Yeah. That would be nuts. That'd be very, very nuts. A little bit late to the round here, but should be going soon. Salty Scarab, who can I reach out to about making... you can message Frost. Are you hosting the tournament or somebody else? Because we know who you are, but let Frost know the details. Wrathmongers will definitely beat the two heroes if I stay in sustained combat. But if I end up, you know, moving and cycle charging, that gives us an advantage there. That is for sure. Beastmen, I don't think have. Let me check. I don't play Beastmen in tabletop. Just waiting for him to redo his build. So if we take a look here, let's look. Beastmen, Bray Herds, Crate List, Great Bray Shaman. Yeah, they don't have any marks. Although they have Chaos Mutations. So you can give your Beastmen Lord like Slug Skin, which is very Nurgle. Muscular Monstrosity, Pelt of Midnight. So they do have mutations, but they're not like God specific. I mean, obviously Slug Skin is a blessing of Nurgle, right? 100%. But yeah. Yeah, those heroes are on Chariot. Yeah, correct. Malagor. Yes, okay. All right. So yeah, we just have a buffing character. So Mantle of Gorok, an enfeebling foe, and very straightforward. Bastos is pretty quick to set up, but I don't want to rush him here. This build is hog wild. It could. I feel like this build would work really well if Anticity was playing it. It's not my style. I usually play wider armies. Less mobility focused, more kind of defensive counterpunching, but or slow grinding like Nurgle, right? But it's good to practice, you know? It's good to get your bearings for these type of things and see what we can do. Okay, let's do this. And we're going to move up there and get Malagor to go over there too. Homie's got 2 Warhounds of Corn, which we can use our little throwing weapons on. Yes, good. Give me the free damage. Yes. I'm just waiting for him to try and jump me here. It's obvious play. Okay, and then we got Malagor creeping over there as well, so we're going to pull you across. The throwing weapons are going to be the biggest issue I face. 100%. They're going to be hard. Let's see if we can catch him slipping. I don't think we will. So now we're going to consolidate our strength over here. We do need to get some objectives. And we can start to call some real units out here in a minute. So what do we want to call out? We have a victory point. Keep it from the foes. All right, so let's just go start farming units, right? And we can call out some Centaurs of Tzeentch, which are very good against Fleshhounds and whatnot. And we're going to do this. So we need to hold on to the objective, so let's just keep farming these guys. And then we just kind of slow push elsewhere. So these are just Marauders. We could just cycle charge them for free. Don't need to use any magic, but then we just retreat. And we just keep farming units. Playing a farming simulator. Yeah, and hopefully the throwing axes can't kill us. That's going to be the problem we got to worry about here. So Valkia's there. If she wants to chase those guys, I'm totally fine with that. In the meantime, we keep our party going. Let's attack here. Really wish I had brought Flock of Doom. That would have been nice. Okay, so these guys are back. Let's go charge these homies and just keep them busy, basically. That's going to be the play. All right, so those guys have gotten pounded. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of this. Charge you guys here, and we can come over here as well. Okay, so yeah, the farming is going pretty good out of the gates. We're getting some good value. We're just going to call mass mobility and try and be as troll as possible. You know, just keep palpatining about. But we are farming a lot of units and not taking much damage in the process. Although one of our Gorgons is kind of low, believe it or not. All right, so you guys come there. We've cleaned up another one there. And now you guys can maybe think about coming across. Okay, so he's coming with more mobility. Let's just keep hammering the infantry because my guys do heal through violence, basically. So we're going to do an enfeebling foe on these guys. Lower their stats down a little bit and hopefully pancake them. We will see. All right, run, and you guys get on the hounds there. You guys keep going like so. And now we're going to see what we can do. Okay, so Malagor is lurking. He's being hunted by Valkia. Yeah, so we need to make sure that shit doesn't go down like that. Let's go back this way. Dodge that if we can. Retreat back. Retreat back. One of the Gorgons is getting killed by the Horsemen pretty heavily. So we need to do a little something about that for sure. Vanguard, let's get some Zangors coming over there. Try and play that point. And we're going to retreat back, get you guys around the top side, retreat, 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 and you guys get on the hounds, and you guys get on the hounds. All right. Awesome sauce. So around the top you go. Gorgon man, come over here and feast on these guys. Malagor is going to need to do this. We're going to do an enfeebling foe on these guys. Yeah. And then you guys come around the top and try and get on the horsemen here. All right. Malagor can dive on these guys. You guys can fight the Furies. And we can turn around. I accidentally turned the sound off there. Feels bad. All right, so we do have the call-in there. We do manage to fold a lot of the hounds. The Gorgon, we need to keep the Bloodbrute Behemoth alive. For sure, if we can. And let's get the mobility in there. You guys get onto the horsemen. And then you guys can retreat that way. If the Bloodbrute Behemoth lives, we might be able to cook here pretty good. All right, so a lot of the horsemen do get hammered. Bloodbrute Behemoth is going to go retreat into the trees. And we're going to keep turning around here. Jump on these guys. Get you guys going here. And now we do have a bit of mobility causing havoc there. Okay. So the Marauder Horsemen are a bit of a problem. You guys come about face there. Let's get our characters back, and we can go ahead and do the Mantle of Gorok on... Do I have any Sentis left here? I do. Okay, so they managed to fold up those hounds. Let's get them around the outside. Back and back, back and back. And how's this looking? Messy. It's messy, for sure. Those throwing weapons are doing a lot better than you would expect. Okay, let's get you. I'm really, really wishing I had brought Flock of Doom, like hardcore. So Valkia is getting circle beaten, though. We do get a good engagement here. We're going to go ahead and enfeebling foe on Valkia. If we can get a kill on her, I mean, that for sure equalizes the game, right? 100%. All right, so we're going to do this. Valkia still getting hammered here. So let's see if we can keep her from stabilizing. And we can do Mantle of Gorok here on these guys, make them nice and crunk. And we do manage to rally this character. Yeah, Valkia could break here. Could break here. We're going to see if we can hunt her down. All right, so Mantle of Gorok getting it, and the other Gorgon has Palpatine returned. So we're going to run you guys back that way. And Valkia looks like she's actually broken. That's a pretty big pick for us, guys. That's a pretty big pick. And we managed to keep all our SCs alive. All right, so where's Malagor? He should be in 3. He should be chasing her down. All right, awesome sauce, guys. That's very good. So having gotten a pick on Valkia here is pretty money. So now we're going to have to steamroller off the map, and then we just come back and start farming the rest of the army here. All right, so we still have to deal with the throwing weapons, so we're going to go chase there. So far, the build is working reasonably well, actually. Let's put you in 4, hide you in the trees, and Malagor is going to come out and do his thing. I really kind of wish I had brought Flock of Doom. I think that would have been very good, but we're going to get you up, chase you guys down. Chariot Man's going to come here, and yeah, Malagor is just going to keep being a menace, basically. All right, so you guys do this, you guys do this. Zangor is losing on the other side of the map. We don't have a lot of time though. We have to hurry and get these points back. You know, it's gonna get urgent very, very quickly. Now we can call the Gorgon out, as we do get another horseman down, so he's gonna be paying the price. Wrathmongers though are nearby. Let's get you guys in, get you guys to run down these guys, and we are gonna need to get an objective back very, very soon. All right, and you guys charge into those. And what do we want to call in? Corngors aren't gonna be great. But if we can get all these damn horsemen down, then our Gorgons will for sure feast. All right, let's do the Mantle of Gorok on you guys. Get them swinging in there, nice and crazy. And you guys keep going here, feast on these guys. Malagor keeps chasing there. Problem is, I could lose on points, you know? Like, I think I have the army trading advantage now. We'll have to see. I mean, those guys are getting hunted pretty good. We're going to loop you guys around. The Mantle of Gorok putting in some heavy lifting there, actually. And we can call in a Centaur of Tzeentch now, too. Which should be very strong here. All right, let's retreat you guys back. The Gorgons are doing it. They're feasting on the retreating units. And those guys are scary. Yes, those are Minotaurs with Great Weapons? They are, okay. All right, so how can we take them down? We're probably going to have to get an enfeebling foe on them. Let's get the big man there. Get you guys to keep chasing here. Bloodbrute Behemoth is still healing. We're going to get you guys back and get you guys coming in. Okay, so the Gorgon's going to go here. Wargors can go on the Wrathmongers. We can do an enfeebling foe on them now. All right, awesome. And we're going to keep chasing these horsemen down. Really running out of time, though, on the objectives, though. That's the issue. You know, that is the big issue here. All right, the Bloodbrute Behemoth has been able to heal. The Mantle of Gorok did some good damage. We're going to call in Corngors now, and because we got to start playing the objective game before it's too late. This build is actually working reasonably well. It's just very, very sweaty. Very, very sweaty. So we do bully the Minotaurs off. Do we have any mobility coming here? We do have the big Gorgon in the back. He's going to go deal with the low-hanging fruit. So let's charge in here, get these hounds down, get you guys coming there. Furies are coming for him. It's fine. We can farm and farm there. All right. So in the meantime, let's do the Mantle of Gorok on the Centaurs of Tzeentch, because they will bully these hounds, hopefully. Okay. Yes, yes. And we don't have much time, though. Man, we're really running very, very tight here. Running very, very tight. So that Behemoth is doing good. The other one is farming safely. Let's get you back. We're going to need to be able to just steamroll him, which is going to be hard with those freaking Wrathmongers still very much alive. You know, those guys are going to be the menace. All right, coming up. Let's get another Senti coming out. They are on their way. Gorgon Man is doing it. The Gorgonzola. And let's get on these horsemen. And we almost got the Bloodwake Berserkers down. It's going to be a tall order, though. It's going to be a very tall order here. All right. So let's just consolidate all our strength and see if we can at least win on one objective. Let's pull you guys in, and see if we can somehow Palpatine win this. So we're going to go ahead and enfeebling foe on you guys. And just get those Wrathmongers down. That's going to be the play. All right, you guys come. All hands on deck. And do we have any magic to use? We do not. But the Wrathmongers are steady, but also stirred. Halberds at the mix there. You guys charge them. You guys charge them. Go here. And both of the Behemoths are still going strong, man. They're both doing good. Let's get on these damn cows over here. Keep you guys doing this. We're going to run back this way. And thankfully, homie did get back up in the sky. Okay, spears are coming in. I'm going to need to start playing other points. I think I'm just out of time, unfortunately. Like, I would win this eventually, probably with enough time. Although, I don't know, with those Wrathmongers there, we for sure are going to win this grind. But I just don't have time. Really cool experiment, though. That was good. I like that. Him and I will probably have a rematch later on, so... We'll see how this goes. Do we enfeebling foe anything here? Yeah, just the Wrathmongers again is fine. The two big boys fighting it out like absolute Giga Chads. Middle is flipping. You guys are flipping. We don't have anything that can clear that side point quick enough, despite maybe having a chance of winning here. Yeah, the Corngors are doing really good. And the Gorgons, very, very nice. Okay, so they're going, and we're going to call some Sentis over here to start contesting this point. We got to play as if we're trying to win, right? But no, there's no chance. GG. That was a wild game. I mean, we took down Valkia, kept most of our SEs alive for a long time. The Wargors, look at the value, man. 1,200, 1,500 in 19, only 12 on that one. Feels bad. I feel like our magic was subpar. Wrathmonger's got 3,000 value, so that was a big problem. All right. Anticity also lost the points when he brought a similar build. GG, dog. Report that dub. Okay, so that was a good experiment. I think like a normal Beastmen build would have just been better, but it was a great game. Beastmen are a fun faction. I think there was something to that build, but maybe instead of the Blood Brute, we go Blood Brute, but then we go like with some other monster mash. I don't know. Flock of Doom would have helped a lot. Yeah, it would have helped clean out the Horseman quicker. But Khorne does have really good spell resist too. Okay, let's do this. See what's going on here. And a couple games still to go. And we will have another run at it here. So we just need to win. It's a small-ish tournament. Still about 20 people, give or take. But if we win our at least one more game, we'll have a decent chance at top 4. Yeah, we did Ninja Cap 1 point, but he had a lot. I mean, obviously that's the downside of a build like this, is your whole army's in like one blob. What I needed probably was Harpies, maybe? No, but Harpies just get killed by Furies, so that feels wrong as well. All right, GG. I'm gonna go refill my water. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back in business. Let's see what's going on here. The opening there was good, though. We farmed a lot of infantry, like 3 or 4 units, but his Marauder Horsemen were big winners. It almost makes me think maybe like a Cockatrice, like a Malagor Flock of Doom would be better. In that build would probably work. Because you could use the Cockatrice to harry the Horseman with his Petrifying Gaze, and then use Flock of Doom spam to wear down the Horsemen, because they were always in a bit of a blob together. So that is the thing about Khorne. A lot of times people will not bring magic or bring suboptimal magic to try and play around the magic res, but sometimes you just got to go for it, you know? Yeah. You got to go for it. I don't think anybody else is streaming. I mean, there's people streaming this event in Discord. Did Bastos lose a game? No, he should have 3 wins. But they're in the RTK Discord. They're streaming their perspectives. If you guys are in there, so you can always tune in and watch there. Okay. Cool. So here we go. Hey man, Red Shambles, thank you for the kind words, man. Glad you're enjoying the Total War action. Yeah, Beastmen are fun, man. I'm actually really liking them as a faction. I feel like they have a lot of play. Having access to just super cost-effective mobility is so nice. It's like I feel like playing Beastmen is like the pipeline into becoming a Slanesh abuser and just cheesing with them, because you get a taste of mobility. You know, you get a taste of mobility with Beastmen. You're like, oh, this feels pretty good, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're riding on top of a Hellstrider, and you're like, oh shit, how'd I get here? You know, how'd I get here? I know my Empire vs. Khorne build skips magic. Yeah, honestly, against Khorne, I think it is worth it sometimes to bring Lore of Life, but aside from that, I would agree with you, Ent. Yeah. Lore of Life is always pretty good. It depends on who you're playing with your Lord. If you're playing somebody who doesn't care about being healed, then yeah, you could skip it. Okay, let's do this here. Refresh. And we got 2 players still playing, and they'll be done in just a moment. You guys talking about the football? Oh man, I haven't followed the NFL in like, must have been 15 years. I remember watching back in there. I used to be really into it in the early 2000s, like watching the Like the 2000s through 2007 era of Baltimore Ravens was really fun. You had like Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs. That defensive core of the Baltimore Ravens was intense. It was really, really fun to watch. And then you had who was the running back from USC who played for the Saints? It was Reggie Bush. He didn't have quite as much of a career in the NFL, but man, when he was playing kickoff return and you could see him run some back, it was so fun. Yeah, it was really fun. And then there was the dreaded, there was the Raiders era. You had the Oakland Raiders. Remember they drafted Jamarcus Russell and just were like 2 and like 15 every season or something? Oh my God. Yeah, the early 2000s Pittsburgh Steelers were pretty good. You had Jerome Bettis was really fun. The bus, yeah, he was good fun to watch. You're a lifelong suffering Browns fan, yeah. I don't know. I liked it when I was younger, when I was like a kid and a teenager. I was really in NFL, but as I got older and saw the mercenary element of like NBA and NFL, and I kind of was just. You know, it was always a bummer just seeing players that you really were like, yeah, that guy's like the heart and soul of this team in the city. He would just take a paycheck to go to another city, and you're like, oh, I understand that, right? They need to make a living, and you know, it's their job. It's not like they're playing for a high school team. But as I got older, that kind of turned me off a bit. Holy shit, Troy Polamalu with his glorious hair. Yeah, he was a Chad, and then he ended up doing shampoo commercials, which was really funny. That was like his business there. It's really weird as you get older watching sports and like realizing that all the guys are like in their 20s, and like when you're getting close to 40 like I'm 37. You know, you used to like look at these NFL players and professional athletes and be like, oh, they're older, you know, they're adults. But now that I'm like, they're like, to me, they're so young. It's crazy. It's weird to watch. Moneyball has ruined it for me. Yeah. It's still fun to watch, though. Like, occasionally, you know, I'll watch the Super Bowls and stuff. Because seeing, like, peak athleticism is really fun. I mean, the Olympics is one of my favorite things ever to watch. I love watching Olympics. All right. So let's advance to Swiss. Okay. We got Empire for Hire on the other side. All right. So Goblins, round 4. All right, so the Beastmen, we got to get this one, man. We have Boss Toss as a tiebreaker, which is incredibly strong. So that means we have an undefeated tiebreaker. So we just need to, you know, at least win one more game, and I think we have a chance. Kislev is a balanced faction. Yeah, I think so. Turin's still streaming at 80. I don't know about that. We'll see. We will see. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Streaming from the retirement home. Just playing some Ultima Online. Hell yeah, dude. All right, so he's on his way. Empire for Hire is going to be our opponent, and let's see what maps we got here. Round 4, right? Yes. There we go. There we go. Greenskins, nice. Greenskins versus Beastmen. All right, we have 2 Beastmen factions fighting. We got Beastmen for me. Probably one of my favorite. Like I've been to my dad lived in New York City. That's where he's from. He's from upstate, but he lived most of his life in New York City. So when I was a kid, I used to go to, you know, whenever I would visit him out there, and because my parents were divorced, I'd go out there. We would go to. He would take me to Yankees games and things like that. He was a big Yankees fan. Baseball games are fun. It's like kind of a more relaxed environment. You know, you're just kind of chilling. The game is like a secondary element. You know, occasionally there's something exciting, but something that I think is very high octane is hockey. Like watching hockey live is super fun. Banning. Let's ban the Itza. Although banning Maelstrom. Yeah, we'll see what he wants to play. But like I went to a San Jose Sharks game because I used to work for a nonprofit that worked in sports, and we got free tickets to the San Jose Sharks. And I remember going to those games, and when they would play Metallica and like blast fire as they came out of it was hype. It was hype. All right, so we're gonna do Itza. Itza me, Itza. All right, so we got Itza here. One of my friends from, although, yeah, Hockey Live is really good. Watching Pro Fighting Live, or amateur, even pro, whatever, MMA Live is really fun too. One of my buddies I played high school football with, he was, this dude, he's a brilliant guy, incredibly smart. I can't remember what he went to college for. I think it was like chemical engineering or something. But then I think he ended up leaving college, becoming a bouncer, and then doing cage fighting. And this dude was like 6'5", this Samoan guy, just jacked. And yeah, I went to a couple of his amateur cage fights when he was doing it. That shit is intense, man. It is intense. All right. So how are we gonna face the Bray or the Bray Greenskins here? We'll see. There's a couple ways to go about this. I think we'll do this. Yeah, seeing hockey fights live is very fun also. Okay. I think that looks pretty fun. Yes. And then, what is he going to bring? I feel like this guy is going to bring some weird shit and catch me off guard. You know, just some crunk nasty build that I ain't going to be expecting. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and get, let's see, do we want chariots for any reason against Greenskins? Probably not, because Boar Boy spam is too real. There's going to be too much of that going on. Okay. Man, hearing that like vintage Warhammer music. You guys hear the like music in the background right now? Takes me back, man. Oh, 725. Dun, dun. So Centaurs are the great weapons in this matchup. Probably not a bad choice against the Piggies. Although Minotaurs are also very good. A big terror-causing monster is always good against Greenskins also. Choices, man. This is a very Chadley build, I would say. Nothing but Rogue Idols. Yeah. I mean, look, it could happen. We could get the Rogue Idols of Doom. Razor Gores, I think probably not super necessary here. One big scary monster. Gorgons are unironically pretty good against Greenskins, I think. Taurox is... We already brought Taurox today. We brought Taurox, we brought Morker, we brought Malagor. We're making our rounds right now, guys. We're getting all the goodies coming to play. Oh, that's right. Do we need a little bit of this? Okay. Then 500 for you. Do we have any mobility we can grab real quick? All right. Fear the Jabberwocky. Yes. Jabberslice against Greenskins is actually kind of good. But you got to deal with those damn Boar Boys. They will give you a lot of havoc. Okay. Manticore, yeah, you want a heat-seeking Manticore. I think that's going to be good. Is it Kazrakan time? You think it's Kazrakan time? Very well could be. How much HP do we have on this thing? I really want to learn Cathay. You don't always have to play Cathay as a gunline, though, Pancake. If you want to play them, you can play all sorts of mobility builds and different things like that. You know, it's a pretty diverse faction. Let's cut you down. We're going to need to get some Gores. So probably not a bad idea to have just some basic dudes here. Destroyers are Drakewald. Yeah. I think 2 of those will be fine. Almost ready, guys. Just fine-tuning the old build here. got the epic music just banging in the background. The Jabberwocky will maybe get called in. He's something that's on the plate right now. We're thinking about the Jabberwocky. Yeah, he's a bit of an expensive boy though. All right, this build is badass as hell. We need to switch it. We're gonna do the Skrinderkin, whatever the hell that is. Sounds kind of scary. We'll go for it. Do we want hound units against greenskins? Don't think so. Yes and yes. Yeah, that looks pretty awesome. I like this build. All right, guys, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a high-octane Beastmen build here. No, not triple Terracotta Sentinel, but like Cathay, you can use Blimp builds, Mass Cavalry builds. Like one of my favorite combos with Grand Cathay is to use Crowmen with Plague of Rust. It's really good because they do a shit ton of damage. So if you Plague of Rust like enemy cav and then dive them with Crowmen, you can melt them really quick. Crane Gunners are awesome on some maps. It really depends. So check this shit out. We have a Minotaur Rush because, you know, we're playing all the builds tonight. Gores. Corngores in the front to deal with trolls and big threats, and then Minotaurs with shields to just take things to Pound Town. Flock of Doomcaster, we're going to just send you out there to get that objective. A couple of Ungor Raiders going to be back here as well. The Vanguard deployment's kind of cool. We get to basically cheat the game and deploy out of our own deployment zone. Okay, and then we can do a little bit of you up here as well. All right, there we have it. Balloons are the way. Let's have some fun. Wicked saying the Skrinderkin are known for turning their enemies into hot dogs. That's some great lore. Kind of a cool color scheme. They got the jaundice build going on. They're kind of like yellowish. Yeah, look at these guys back here. All right, guys. Good luck, have fun. And let's see how this goes. He's got a very interesting color scheme right there. Minotaurs, though, I think they'll take some people to the club. They hit very hard. If he goes Blackworks, he's going to have a terrible time. But we'll see. Malagor. Just Flock of Doom spam on our Lord. It's a very simple, very Unga. But if we can get all three objectives out of the gates, it's a pretty big win for us. And then we just kind of keep them back. If you had to compare Minotaurs and Croxagors, I think Minotaurs are better. Yeah, they're pretty good. They hit hard, and they have like higher general stats than Croxagors, so they're not like as limited to their role. Whereas Croxagors, at least the basic version, the other ones are really expensive. But yeah, do this, move you guys up too, and park you back on the objective there. And what is he? So he's got archers. Rugloods. That front line will fold up very quickly, most likely. Here, I think we're okay. The Hound units are going to pull back a little bit. Yeah, we want to get all three objectives and really put the squeeze on them here. So we're going to get some Corngores over there to hold that, and we're gonna try and take that one back here. All right, so I think I can fold this front line really quick, like very quickly here. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to do that. All right, so the spears are going to fight there, and now we just need to basically close the distance on the archers. Okay, let's start shooting here, and get ready to party elsewhere. All right, pump wagons are coming. It's all good. So who is it? It's a war boss? Okay, so we're going to move through here, and get the Minotaurs bro charging forward. So that's going to be fine. All right, so you guys shoot there, you guys shoot there. And how are we looking up top? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, that is a fight we don't want to mess with too much. So those guys have engaged. We're going to get you guys right here, bowling pinning these guys. You guys go here, and you guys dive all the way back there. So we do get rampaged onto the ground. Granted, I think we're going to be okay. We have Minotaurs and a couple other units there helping us out. So we're going to shoot the spears, get you guys diving all the way through. And Malagor, if I lose Malagor, that would be a disaster and a half, but I think we'll be okay. So we're going to get him here. Malagor has escaped. We're going to do a Flock of Doom right there. And the bulls are on full parade right now. All right, so let's get Sentis. Come in here. Envelop these guys. Malagor is able to get away, and the Minotaurs are all up on his shit right now, so that's good. So Corngores, get on top of these guys. You guys retreat back, and yeah, with the Corngores there, we should be able to defeat the Broken Chest Bomb. Yeah, with the Corngores. All right, so we're going to turn and fight there. We're going to get the Minotaurs to go right here. You're going to get away there. And so far, what happened to our Corngors up there? Okay, they're still fighting the good fight. So, yeah, out of the gates, I think we're in a very, very dominant position. I could be wrong, but I feel like most of the fights are going very well, and we have a lot of anti-large there. We do see those guys paying the price a little bit, and let's go ahead and get some Sentis to come in, and they can help run these guys down while you guys do that. Okay, so Minotaurs are crumping away. The piggies in the back are having a bad time. Archers have been able to reroute a little bit, so let's get you guys to go hunt down those Ruggled's armored orcs there. And we need to get on top of the pump wagons. All right, so Flock of Doom. The army tracker doesn't track Flock of Doom for some godforsaken reason, so that is a little bit troll, but yeah, we should be able to kill this archer unit. Is it a Savage Orc Boar Boy? It is. Okay, so no problemo. So these guys are getting it. Let's keep moving forward. Let's get the Minotaurs rotating over that way. We do have a double cap right now. Yeah, but he has a unit over there that has a little bit more capture weight, so we'll see if we can get something over there to help. Meantime, Flock of Doom right there. Corngors keep doing it. Minotaurs can go and pull back and pound down these pump wagons. High ground, do we have our infantry over there? We do. Let's get some Centaurs to come and try and rout them off. That would be good if we can get it done. All right, let's go take this fight here. Get all these boys to pile in there. And Goblin character also not looking super great. So let's get on the pump wagon. Get the Hound units back as well. Malagor has some opportunities to fly around and cause some mischief, but yeah, that damn pump wagon, so hot right now. Okay, so we're going to get it. Keep the Minotaurs, taking these guys to Pound Town. Somehow they've returned. These Minotaurs here got the Goblin Lord a little bit low, but he's running out of big scaries to call in, which is nice. And by big scaries, I mean the pig riders. Okay, so those guys are taken care of. Let's get our Minotaurs here with the shields. Gonna need a little bit of support here because they are fighting a fair amount of anti-large calf. In the middle, how are we looking? Yeah, so you guys get hammered. Let's chase you down. We are up in value right now. I haven't even looked at value once, but that Flock of Doom's going to be money as hell. All right, let's do that. Do we have any infantry we can call in the back? Let's get a Manticore. Manticores are always good against greenskins, especially when things get really raggedy. Let's try and dodge that. Direct hit. Feels bad. All right, so high ground's going to go to us. We have the side objective, or at least we will soon. And our Minotaur Death Star, I think, is a little too scary for my opponent to handle right now. Wherever he goes, we can probably intercept him and cause some big havoc. All right, so we're going to get the Manti to just deal with that. We're going to get our Death Star to go here. Reform the ranks back there with you guys. We do manage to get the high ground point, which is great. So let's unsummon you. And we're going to get our mobility to come crash down here and see if we can maybe get on some of these archers, right? Yeah, the Minotaur Death Star is very, very scary now. All right, so those guys are causing mischief there. Manticore will be able to terror out here. Let's get some more mobility to come in, route these guys off, and we're going to unsummon these guys. Yeah, so the Death Star Minotaurs able to get those Savage Orc Boar Boys down. Archers are about to get it, and these are Savage Orcs here too. So let's retreat back, run away from the spears, and just kind of start steamrolling wherever we can on the map. The Pumbaa Riders, yes, exactly what they are. Malagor can go there. We'll wait for more Flock of Doom opportunities. Yeah, alrighty. Go to the high ground, defend that objective here. Raiders are back online. We can take these Centaurs to go clean up those Wolf Riders there, and that point will go to us eventually. Okay, how we looking? The Minotaur bus moving across. Those guys are chillaxing over here. Let's get some cheap spears up there to reinforce. And we should be able to win this 2v1. Should be able to. We'll see. Alright, parking you in the middle. The Minotaurs are feasting like the heathen kings of old, boinking these orc boys, who did just get anti-large, which is a nice play. All right, so those guys have cleaned them up. Let's go capture that objective there and get these Ungor Raiders to shoot here. And just look at a big Flock of Doom in the middle right now. That's got to be chef's kiss. All right. Have any units hanging around? We do, so this objective will come to us. The Manticore can go route these guys off the board. We'll unsummon you guys as soon as we can and get some more Corngors rolling up to the middle. All right, so there we have it. And they're coming in with a second win, but I think we got it in the bag here. Those Savage Orc Boar Boys are doing pretty good. All right. Being an Ungor would suck. Oh, for sure. I mean, being a weaker character, a weaker being on any of the Chaos factions would just be awful. That is for sure. Are those the Ruggleds? Are they still alive? These things are a menace. Yeah, no, they're not Ruggleds. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I killed those many moons ago. All right, the Minotaur bus has been able to run these guys over. Let's go get in the pumps. Corngors coming up here. We win the high ground engagement. We win the low ground engagement here. Looking pretty good. All right. So what do we have in the back? Mainly skirmishers. Flock of Doom is going to be on in a second, so we'll get these guys with the Flock. Great. Manticore's coming in. Manticore can take down the War Boss probably. And let's get some more Sentis. Beastmen. Men of the Beasts. What does he get me with? Centaurs? Yeah, I got nailed there pretty good. All right, let's move in there. Get on top of the archers, actually. It's going to be fine. Pump wagons are going down here. We do manage to hold them there. So let's get these Centaurs to crash from the high ground. Malagor getting a little bit low, actually. Playing a bit of a dangerous game. I think chasing his lord down there isn't going to be a bad idea. All right, chase you. Bring the Minotaurs back. And from here, he's basically tabled. He's not going to have much left. Not going to have a whole lot, my friends. Gorngor should have used it on a Vanguard Cullen. It's all good. The Goblin character is also down. Yeah. So negative 42. Collapsing. This guy's doing it. Okay. So with the Greenskin Lord being killed, the Minotaur bus will continue its party. Pretty fun, though, using the shielded Minos. I felt like they were decent. I mean, he had archers, but we did collapse his lines really quick. If he had maybe more of a defensible line, I don't know how the game would have gone. But yeah, I'll take those dubs where we can, you know. All right, the Lord is down. Let's get Malagor on here. You guys shoot there, and we rotate back to the middle now. Okay, so that's going to put us at 3-1, which is good. Then we just need to find a way to get on. Yeah. See who we face in the round after that. Go, my cow people. It's a smaller tournament, so the odds of rematches are very high. Yeah, but I think with a 3-1, we should make top 4. We'll see. GG. GG. So the build worked good. We had the Corngorse to deal with the Cav, and the Minotaurs to just be a generalist kind of hammer piece. Flock of Doom was good. Yeah, didn't go badly. Did not go badly. GG, dog. Well played. Okay, so let's report that one. That's going to be 1-0 for the Beastmen. And that was against Greenskins. Monobus, I know. You like that one? Backstab? You enjoyed seeing the Minotaur bus? The victory is sponsored by Angus, yes. Oh, man. So when I was growing up in the town where I grew up, we had the Black Angus. Not in the town, but the town over. There was a Black Angus steakhouse, and on the freaking sign out front, the G, some like hooligan like damaged the sign, like, and it made it so the G was permanently blacked out. So you guys can put together what it read, but it was literally like that for years, and they just like never fixed it. Yeah. It's fixed now, obviously. I don't even know if they're still in business, but it eventually, I remember when I was like an adult, late teenagers, it got fixed. But yeah, Minotaurs are fun, man. They're a cool unit. They are a cool unit. I almost went dual weapon Minotaur to wreck the infantry really bad, but I think the shield version is smart because Greenskins usually bring a lot of archers, so having that is prudent. All right, well played to Empire for Hire, and now we're going to be hanging out. The restaurant I used to work at had a major beef with the Black Angus Steakhouse. Are you just saying that as a pun, or is there actually a story behind this? Because if there's a story, you got to share it now. All right. Boss Toss lost his game. Oh, shit. Okay. The Boss Toss can bleed. We might play him again. We may play him again. Yeah, we have in the town that I grew up in, which is where I still live. We have the city council put a rule in place where no chain businesses are allowed. So it's really funny. Like, you have our like main central town like area of the city, and there's no chain businesses. It's all mom and pop stuff. But if you go right to the edge of the city, like you're just on the edge, the periphery of the city, there's like right where the law ends, there's a McDonald's, there's a Taco Bell, there's a Subway. Like, there's just like 30 chain businesses, like just like vultures on like the border of the city trying to grab business. There's like Starbucks and all that. Yeah. Do Beastmen? No. Beastmen are humans who are born as so most Beastmen were humans who were born mutated, and then they just like were thrown into the woods basically. I don't know all the deep lore of them, but that's like the basics of it. But yeah, like the bigger monsters, like the Minotaurs and things like that, I don't know where they come from. But yeah. That's funny, Pancake. That's a good story. Keep it moving. Yeah, that's right. We're going to. How's Space Pup doing? He's doing pretty good too. Shit, I might have to play Demons of Chaos again. There's a chance we don't make top 4, actually. Yeah, I mean, mom and pop businesses are great, but there are times where like just big corporate chains just do it better, you know? Like it's an unfortunate truth, but it is the reality of it. I hope GW expands the lore, yeah. Well, there's a cinematic of hang on. So let me find that for you real quick. So is it Vermintide Beastmen cinematic? Yeah, there's a okay. Yeah, hang on a sec. Let me find it for you. So there's this trailer is literally explains how Beastmen come to be. It's from Vermintide. It's actually a pretty good trailer. Yeah. So you can see it there. Yeah. The Beastmen cinematic is great. Yeah, there it is. I just dropped a link. Okay. Yeah, Razi, yeah, you're more or less right. I mean, this trailer will expand on that. Okay. Refreshing the brackets. We should be about ready for the next round. Torsen and the Pope battling it out in the dregs. You just love Skaven are fun. They're one of the worst factions in the game, but they're just very hard to play. That's the thing about Skaven. They're very, very difficult to play. Shit, my tiebreaker score isn't that good with Boss Toss losing. He kind of did me a little bit dirty there. We'll see how the other tiebreakers do though. Mark of Chaos trailer is goated. Oh, it's so good. The Mark of Chaos is like the best trailer. It's so epic. The one where the warrior priest is in the woods. We can watch some. We can watch some trailers here. I think we can do that. I don't know how much time we have though. I think the round's going to be over in like a minute or so. Yep, we only have one game. Okay, we'll do it in between the next round if we don't, especially if we don't make top 4. Yeah, man, early 2000s did some pretty good trailers. I'm trying to think of game trailers I've seen recently that got me like really hyped. The most hyped I've probably been from a game trailer outside of the games that we normally cover are Iron Harvest trailer was really, really good. We can watch that one together if you guys haven't seen it. But there was a Battlefield 6 trailer that had Limp Bizkit in it, and that one got me kind of fired up just as a Limp Bizkit fan. But the trailer itself was just whatever, but Limp Bizkit, I mean, come on. Can we get a free Immortal Empires launch trailer? Oh yeah, it's so good. It's so good. The Karl Franz speech. Storm clouds gather. It's so epic, dude. It's so epic. That's probably one of my favorite trailers of the last 10 years is the Immortal Empires trailer with Franz giving the fat speech to the council. The Dow 4 trailer wasn't that great. It was okay. The Iron Harvest trailer is so much better. And it's by the same company too. Like the Dawn of War 4 trailer felt like just kind of like, it was cool, but the Iron Harvest one is so much better. I'll show you guys. It has like awesome mechs fighting, ambushes in the woods. It's amazing. I don't know if we have time for that. Let's see here. Yeah, still waiting on this one. Okay, we can watch that one real quick. Hold on. Let's find it. There we go. Okay. I think we're good here. Yeah, I'll save this for after because I think the round's over now. Okay. Yep. Okay. So we'll watch that later. Yeah, the Dawn of War 3, despite Dawn of War 3 sucking pretty bad, the trailer was top tier. It was so good. I think the Dawn of War 3 trailer was much better than the Dawn of War 4 one. Granted, I think Dawn of War 4 is going to be a better game from having, limited experience playing it. But, all right, so we're going to advance at Swiss now. Yes. There we go. And let's advance that. Okay. Hey, Fidel, I humbly request Vermintide Warrior Priest trailer. Oh, it's so good. No, we've watched it on stream a couple times. All right, we got Torsen. Hell yeah. We got a different opponent here. T5. Okay, so let's get Torsen in here, a very strong player. Torsen. Okay, and let's party like it's 1999. Upcoming tournaments, and no, that's the announcement there. Round 5. Okay. Are melee units good in Dawn of War 4? To be honest, I didn't get to try too many of them. The only melee unit I got to use in Dawn of War 4 was the Vixtress Guard, the Ultramarine guys with the swords and the shields, and they were pretty good. I mean, they were tanks. But they're like tanks with power swords. They're not like damage dealers. I mean, they do good damage, but their main purpose was tanking. Grand Cathay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Right on. So we got Grand Cathay here. Oh, shit. I don't know how this matchup goes. This is going to be wild as shit. All right. So let's do this. And hey, losing to Grand Cathay, no shame in that. That would be fun as hell. Respect. Okay, so maps. Yeah, there's a couple ways to play against Cathay. You could do all-out rushes, counter-punching. I'm not sure. Banning. So Bloodgrove. Probably we ban Bloodgrove. No, we probably keep that. Imperial Ambush. Jade Tomb. We ban Ambush. Okay. Battlefield's so such an amazing map. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good, Lucas. It's a good one. It was originally made by CA. It was like CA launched with like 7 maps and only 2 of them were good. Black Ark and Itza. Yeah, no, I agree, Dark Age. I agree. I think among other things. Just got to wait and see what map homie wants to play, and then we will change our banner. So we're going to play the Jade Business. Okay. A very dark lit map here. Let's get our Wookiee blocker up. Yeah. The dreaded Cathay Mantide. Did they come for you in the night end? Torsen beat you with a big Mantide Cathay with a drum. Yeah. Yeah, it can be something, man. It can be something. Okay, so let's do this. A couple of you guys. I don't actually know how Harpies do against, I feel like Chroma rip Harpies apart pretty bad. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to drop it like it's hot there. Character-wise, I mean, Flock of Doomspam is always pretty good. Morker is also not bad, too, because he can penetrate into the secondary line and drop some, like, spawn summons and stuff, so it's kind of cute. Yeah, Wookiee was a menace. He was. 40k Total War. I think we're gonna 100% get 40k Total War Warhammer 40k. Yes, it's gonna happen eventually. Like it's like just you know. What I hope will happen is I hope we're gonna get it, and you know, great. CA will have learned from the mistakes they made with this game, in terms of like how to do the engine and all that sort of stuff, and we will feast. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay, there we go. Looking good. Yeah, Pancake. Yeah, I hear you on that. Ooh, this build's super haggard. Holy shit. Am I just throwing the game? Am I just going to the dogs right now? Maybe so, a little bit, huh? And the music's getting so intense. Getting me all fired up. Oh, Citrix, why do you say that? No. We're doing good. We're 3-1. Come on, dog. Just player hating over there. All right. So let's get you. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Cygor in reserve? I don't know. Cygors are a little... I'm mousing over it. I'm thinking about it. But it's a little bit too risky, probably. Okay. The powerful Wookiee will block even greater numbers. Look what wrath you guys have incurred. Now you have to look at his face even closer. Okay. Minotaurs are an interesting choice here. I mean, Butchers of Kalkangard are, like, good always. Things are just always a menace. Yeah, I think you're going to want to max out on those guys. Probably 2 of those. Look into his eyes in the Hypno Wookie. That's right. He's eyeing you, man. Trying to think how we beat this. So Crowmen are going to be a menace, as usual. There's going to be Jade Lancers, a couple other things like that, I am sure. Jade Lancers shouldn't be too much of an issue to deal with. Don't stare too deeply. That's right. He's seen some shit. He has. He was like the most decrepit thing ever, man. When we rescued him, he was in rough shape. Holy shit. I'll tell you guys a story later. I got to focus on the build here. Yeah, Razor Gores do seem pretty good in this matchup too, I think. It's little piggies. Manscores are always nice as just like heat-seeking disruption missiles. Yes. Good, Anakin. Okay, does that look fine? I think it does for now. What other Harry Potter shit do I need to worry about? Yeah, lanterns are obviously a problem, right? Yeah, holy shit, I almost brought nothing for lanterns. That would have been really shitty. So yeah, we need to bring something to deal with blimps and lanterns and stuff. Okay, so we got 2 of those guys. Okay, so now we're in the territory of having answers for lanterns. What about Centaurs of Tzeentch in this matchup? Are they just straight up better than the regular Centaurs? The shields are quite nice. Primal Fury is also good. I don't play Beastmen, so I'm kind of having to raw dog it here and learn from scratch. Yeah, so 2 of those plus you. Plus 1 of these. Although Crowmen are just going to eat them for breakfast, right? Yeah. The Crowmen will definitely feast. 2 of those. And let's get 1 of these. And see what the hell happens. GL, H to the F. Bookman, we played frickin' Torox earlier in the tourney. He won. Yeah, he won a game for us, dude. Don't forget him. Respect the name. Torox got some fat dubs. He had some good successes. I don't know which of the lions are better, Pancake. I probably the one with the breath attack, I'm guessing. Missile Mirror is just too inconsistent at a high level of play. Like, if somebody's spacing out, it can get value, but even still, it's jank. All right, let's go see if we can give the limp business to Grand Cathay. Oh, da chutu Beastmen. Oh. Just yelling and shit. I brought a Cygor. It's probably stupid, but I love Cygor, so. Alright, so, wow. It's playing Beastmen without Vanguard is kind of stupid. Like, I should be Vanguarded. But it's all good. You should always, against Cathay, get the objectives right out of the gates, right? But I just, did not do that, which is foolish. So we're going to get you here, and we're going to get you guys here. So it's going to be 2, 3, and 4. All right. Good luck, have fun. I got Morker. He's here. Cygor can actually hide from cannons behind the trees here and get good value. Beastmen hate walls, that's right. Man, I haven't played, you're talking about campaign stuff. I have not played a Total War campaign in probably like 2 years, maybe longer. Apparently, from what I've been hearing, it's been a bit of chaos, so. All right, let's do that. Get you guys up on this, and we're going to get you clowns moving up here, and you're going to move up here. So what does he have? It's Sky Junk, a couple other goodies. We'll grab that objective there. We're going to get you guys to come hide back here. And who would have thought the Beastmen would be the one besieging Grand Cathay here, like throwing boulders at them and shit. So we're going to go get that objective, move through the woods. You know, Nangao Grenadiers are on the table, but wow, the Chariots, they really captured that pretty quick. Hey, Wicked. Oh, you're taking off? Oh, no, you're talking. You're just messing around there. Okay, so we're going to start throwing at the peasant archers. And now we're going to get back here, and we're going to force them to come to us, that's for sure. We do see the Iron Dragon coming. And the boulders are being unleashed by the dreaded Cygor and missing, unfortunately. So he's going to go dragon form. He's going full anime mode. So trying to kill him is very difficult to do, but we do have the double cap here. So you guys are going to move through the trees here. We can get another Pestigore to come up as well. And, oh, the boulders are hitting home. They are hitting home, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we're going to hide behind these rocks, run this way. And you guys are going to waddle this way. We'll keep our caster in the trees, just so I don't lose him. Going to get you guys advancing out, and the Cygor is going to keep farming value. Oh, look at the Olympic arm on that freaking Cygor, man. Holy shit. All right, so we're not going to hold that objective against his whole army, right? Apparently, there's some big issues with the campaign AI right now, yeah. That's the whispers I've heard. So we're going to get a Centaur of Tzeentch over here, too, and maybe call a Hound unit out shortly after. Fire Rain Rockets, interesting choice. We're going to get our Chariot to come over here. We're going to go chill out there a little bit, and now we can just kind of keep juking and just kind of playing cautious. Get you guys there. Keep throwing boulders and just damaging his army, basically. That's going to be the play. This is a very different style as opposed to how you usually play this matchup, but I think we need to run here. Centaurs of Tzeentch can hurt the Iron Dragon, you know, but I don't know. It's all risky business. So we're going to get into the backfield here. He's going to land, and now we're moving out of the bushes. So advance here, get you guys advancing. We're going to get ready for some Pit of Shades, and you guys can go there too. Thankfully, those are big, scary armored boys, so we should be okay. We're going to get you around the back and get on the Crane Gunners. And start dropping it like it's hot. That's going to be the plan. All right, so Pit of Shades. Is there anything worth getting here? Not really. So we're just going to do a basic Pit of Shades on these archers. See how that goes. Get the Centaurs of Tzeentch around the backside. And we can get some of you guys coming up here. And we're about to get into the cookie jar. All right, so we do get into the guns. Let's go here. Let's go here. Encircle, encircle. Morker the Shadowgave is going to get his spawn summon right there on these guys. And we do obliterate his backfield there. That's really good. So he's not calling in enough mobility. And with that, he could pay the iron price. So let's go and get on these peasant archers real quick. We did manage to steal his objective there. And now we just get some more big scaries coming out. We need the Cygor man to probably switch on to the Jade Warriors there. And let's move there. Looking good. Centaurs of Tzeentch folding up those archers, so they should be dead in a moment. And how are we looking? So spawn summon, did it ever go down? It did not. So it looks like we got staggered or something. I'm not sure how that happened, but don't ask such questions around here. Yeah, alrighty. So let's just keep going for the freebies. Do what we can. Manticore call in next. We didn't bring a Manticore. For some reason I thought I did, but I guess not. Alright, so Sentis. Let's move them in there. Big old charge right there. It's going to butter some bread. And now we just try and win on points, basically, which is going to be easier said than done, but we're gonna try it. Alright, so you guys come around the side here. Do this. Let's get on top of these peasant archers right there. Hopefully the Wargore character can help claim that objective. We don't care too much about the junk in the trunk, you know, it's not a huge deal. We still have our spawn summons. So that unit's going to be turned into a chaos spawn here relatively soon. Pit of Shades. I think we save it, honestly. Oh, nice, he's using the junk bombards on me. That's pretty epic. Alright, so those are peasant horsemen. Let's get you guys over there. And we can call in more Sentis as well. Alright, so we do get our spawn summon, which is nice. Our Centaurs of Tzeentch are just absolutely giving his backfield the business, as we do pull ahead in value. And we need to just keep outmaneuvering his slow halberds. Let's move you guys right there. Those are Celestial Dragon Guards. So let's ignore this objective for now. We can send forward the injured boys, but pull back you guys. And start playing the side objective now. That's going to be how we do it. Those are just Peasant Long Spearmen, not in great health. Melkots is on the table, but we want to save that for these guys. Yeah, for Celestial Dragon Guard. Okay, and you need to throw boulders at these Celestial Dragon Guard right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. Okay. So you guys keep cleaving, looking good. You guys fight there. Cygor's chilling. We are getting a lot of boulder action there. Centaurs of Tzeentch don't want to get fully surrounded here, if we can avoid it. Friendly fire from his junk. Let's get around the side. Let's call you guys in down here. You guys keep fighting it out right there, and on the backside we can just get some chaff units to come reinforce that point. All right. So we need to get these frickin' guns and bows offline, man. They've just been online for 5,000 years. So what do we have here now? We have you guys. We're going to do an overcasted pit right there, which should just obliterate them. And these guys we can get on next. Great. So there's the Pit of Shades. How's the Wargore character doing? Pretty good. Bestigors we need to unsummon. Cygor, keep throwing boulders at the Celestial Dragon boys. And I do have a Manticore. I thought I had one. I was like, maybe I was looking at the Vanguard call in here. But we're going to bring it to nail this down here, as Morker is going to need to make his way to the point, although my opponent may go for my back objective here, but that's why the Chad Cygor is useful, because he's going to be a decent little fighter, actually. So we'll do this. And do we have this one on lock? I think so. I think so. I think we do. Yeah, with the 2 Sentis there, we have the caster, Manticores coming in, and hopefully the Cygor Chad can hold. We'll see. All right, so he's going to get on the point. We're going to need to call in Centaurs of Tzeentch to hold that one, get our characters back here. Really good breath attack. Cygor's going to try. We do have the warp gaze. I mean, I can snare you down, but I don't even know if that's worth, really. All right, so you guys kill the Crowmen. We're going to bring our caster back. Manticore should be able to kill that thing over time. And now we have the points lead, so we just got to try not to throw too hard here. Centaur of Tzeentch coming out will be very nice. It'll bully a lot of the Cathay stuff. All right, so you guys come. Let's go here. We still have our spawn summon, so we're going to do that. Awesome. That's going to help a lot. Manticore's coming in, and yeah, our 2 Sentis back here did a very, very good job. We got to leave our caster here, actually. All right. Great. So can we get this point? Yes. Let's bunker bust those guys. Keep you guys fighting here. We get a big old charge into the peasants. And do we have anything cheap we can call in? Like a hound would actually be useful here, believe it or not. So Senti's kind of getting swarmed up on a little bit. But, you know, putting up a good fight. Spawner helping too. Manticore is going to get that junk out of the sky eventually. It's going to take a while, though. That's for damn sure. And you guys get there. You guys get here. Nice little breath attack. Thankfully for me, it kind of misses. And how are we looking on this side? Yeah, we have more and more units coming in. Manticore is working hard, or hardly working. The dad jokes cometh. So they do get folded right there. So let's go fold these guys up now. We are getting the capture weight back. And you have to remember, I do have a big giant monster fighting in here. The Cygor of Doom. So there is that. What can I call in that would be good? Probably Pesties would be nice, just because they drag down cavalry. So we're going to get another Pesty coming on in there and see what it can do. Ita Dawa! Beastmen! Yes! Ita Chutu Beastmen! We're going to need the Manticore to help, so we're going to pull it down here. It can get back up to that junk eventually. Morker and company doing good. Cygor still fighting the good fight. It's going to take 10 years to kill the Cygor. That's for damn sure. He's going to catch me on point soon, though. I could lose on this side. Maybe I need to reinforce here. All right, so let's get you guys there. Get you guys charging in. Do I have any Vanguard points that are good here? Not really. Yeah, we're going to have an 800 gold call in here relatively soon. But he might triple cap me. It's going to be hard. All right, so let's get the infantry up on the point. You guys fight here. You guys fight up on the point. We're going to snare down this Haggard Dragon right now. Just leave him in the pits. And you guys can come and come across and try and help out here. All right. Sentis, come. Help with these guys. The Manticore is doing great. We can do a Pit of Shades on you guys. Shit. We want to cancel that. So you can cancel spells by casting something else. So we just switched to a Melkoth's. So it's not a complete mess. All right. A messy game, but I think we're winning the grind. Let's go clean these guys out. We have another Senti coming here. It is going to get junked a little bit. Manticore is rampaging. Yeah. All right, so that objective belongs to us. He has no capture weight here now, so what we want to do is just reinforce our back point with a shitter, probably. Just like some little homie with spears, so we don't get ninja'd by Cav. Finish off those Dragon Guard. And we got to fight for this point. We'll see how it goes. All right, so those guys get folded. Our caster, how the hell did our Bray Shaman lose that fight? What the hell? What planet is that on? Okay. Let's see if we can save the Bray Shaman, I guess. Now, Cygor and company are here, so we're going to move up and come across here. Manticore can get back up in the sky and start attacking that junk again. I don't know how the hell that happened. Razorgore Chariot is our next call-in. We need to make sure it's on the right spot, though. Yeah, there we go. Because they do have Vanguard deployment. He does have Iron Dragon, which is kind of scary. But the Tuskor Chariot, excuse me, should be very good against these remaining infantry units. Okay, so Cygor's coming. You guys are reinforcing. Boulder Man will be all right. He does have some bows and crowmen coming in. We're going to need some frickin' plays and a half here, though. Okay, I don't know where he's going right now, but we're going to come back and across and just go see if we can get those. Oh, those are Celestial Dragon crossbows, actually. Holy shit. So Iron Dragon is going to be able to just heal through that, which feels bad. Let's go get these guys, although probably a full sandwich on these guys is going to be nice. And then we're going to need to reinforce our back point when he eventually goes for it. All right, so everybody move over to this side. Get that objective back. I still have a lot of sustainable capture weight. Chariot's doing good. He's got to be running and that Manticore, it's a little Manticore that could. We're going to just snare you down and try and hopefully outgrind him here. Don't know how it's going to go, but we'll try. Crowmen are very good at these kind of grinds, so that's the scary part. Although the Chariots counter the quite a few of these units. Okay, let's get you, and we do see some peasants coming. Can I afford anything else? We need to get that junk out of the sky, that's for damn sure. All right, we do get the victory point. That's good. That's going to stop the bleeding for now. I think Centaur of Tzeentch is our only real choice to get here and help out with all these cav. We are going to see some Celestial Dragon Chads, so maybe just blitzing up the middle and shutting them down is going to be important. We'll see. The junk is now broken, so where do we go next with the Manticore? The Manticore, I think, can go over here. Just finish it off, man. Just finish it off. We have Morkur. We got to just ignore that thing. He's going to make a play for my home point here. And now the Celestial Manticore, look at the Manticore value, so good. All right, we just need to find a way to hold this point. You guys get on the Crowman. Damn it, Chariot's got terror routed there. Feels bad. Morkur is hanging in there like a Chad, though. He's doing great. We have some spears. We can call in Pesties to secure that back objective. The Chariot, it needs to rally. There it goes. All right, so the Chariot coming back is quite big. And what do we have back here? Yeah, we need to get some solid infantry up on this point to make sure we don't lose it. So I think we got this one on lock. The characters here are a little bit too strong. The Chariot keeps breaking, though, which is absolutely terrible. Let's keep running the Centaurs here. Get you guys to fight against those guys. Run with you guys. Get the spears to fight. Just kite this bad boy. And you guys come back onto the point, too. All right. Yeah, the Celestial crossbow still shooting is tough. They might be able to drag down my big boy. I haven't had a way to really stop them. So we're going to come across here, do this, and we're going to need some... Oh, the Chariots are back. Nice. Okay. That's pretty clutch. Doggies, maybe? Or do we just... Yeah, doggies are fine. We're going to get some dogs over there. See what they can hunt down. So chase these guys. Morkur's pimping it. The big man is down. Manticore's still going strong. We do manage to break those crowmen. And let's go see if we can run those guys over real quick. All right. So he's trying to get my point here. We're going to go get these peasant horsemen. The Pestigors will arrive, which is going to be uber clutch. And, yeah, we can turn on the crows, fight them together, should be able to beat them. Hound units on the Celestial Dragon Boys should be good. And I think we hold this with the Pestigors arriving. We just need Desperation capture weight right now. That is for sure. Centaurs of Tzeentch are still a good unit. Morkur being a really nice anchor. I think my Cygor is getting chased off. So not a lot I can do. The Manticore has been, I think, the MVP this game. It's been just shutting shit down. Getting that Celestial Crossbowman there, too, is just so good. All right, chase you guys. Get the Hound units to come help nibble those spears off. And we're going to get the Centaurs to collapse on these Celestials. Holy shit, I think we got it. Throw a rock at the balloon. Yeah, throw a pebble at it. The Beastmen going to throw some... They would probably throw other stuff at it, to be honest. All right, do we go? We don't greed into a triple cap. No. We do not do that. We just see what he does. We react accordingly. Can we get some sustained infantry in here? I still have a lot of magic, so I think getting my shaman back is going to be good. Get him back in the field. Fight the crowmen here. Let's get you guys to help with the crowmen. Help with the crowmen. And the Manticore is just kind of chill bro chatting it. I think we just win on just the one now. So we're going to unsummon you guys, get you back in the pool. Although, honestly, even a really low HP chariot is probably still helpful here, but you guys need to be unsummoned. All right. How are we looking? On the back, do we have any infantry? I do have some Bestigors I could call in. Looks like we've narrowly won this game, I think. Just barely. He is getting some momentum, which is actually kind of scary. But I think Morkur is going to just be too much of a pain in the butt to deal with. And get off the objective there. So he's going to go for this one. That's fine. We can just take our mobility back there and guarantee we win that. And then, do we have any infantry we can afford? Yeah, some besties. Besties will get there and really lock down the game. Make sure we don't, lose on points, basically. I can even go threaten his back objective here. Yeah, that's going to force a strange response from him, although, got to play it safe. Crowmen are coming for me. So Bray Shaman and company will farm. These guys are on the way. We do manage to hammer those guys down, so those Celestial Dragon crossbows get taken to Pound Town. So now the Crowmen, we just get a free kill on them, hopefully. There we go. And any speedy boys? Not quite. Okay, so Overcasted Pit of Shades right there. That's going to mess them up pretty good. I think besties will arrive on time, and then we can swarm back with this contingent. And we can even go steal his home objective. Yeah, because he just summoned in something there. Oh, look at that pit. Oh, look at the pit of Shades. Big damage. Holy shit, that was a good game. Oh, man, that was sweaty. The build, I don't know how it did. The besties kind of got shit on a bit, but the Cygor actually did good. Chariot, these things did really good. These chariots were amazing because they killed Crowmen too, so I think that's pretty good. Morker was awesome. Blundered my Pit of Shades caster. Senties of Zinch did really good too. GG dog. Yeah, a few more. Okay, so now we've made top 4, so we have a chance of winning the tournament. And let's report the score. So that's going to be 1-0 here. Beastmen versus, what the hell was he playing? He was playing Cathay. Grand Cathay. Really good game it was. The balloon was probably pretty good value. About 1,000, give or take. You have to remember the balloon provides harmony too, so if it lives, it can harmonize with the units below it, which is pretty strong too. Manticore, look at the Chad Manticore, 2,200 value on that thing. Feasted on a lot of elite units. All right, cool. So let's do this, and we're ready for top 4 now. Cows will take the win tonight. We'll see. I don't really know how to play them too well, but it seems to be working out. Oh man, I just barely made top 4. Holy shit. It's me, Boss Toss, Gondola, Space Pope, the guy I just barely beat earlier. And I think I would rather avoid Khorne, although Demons of Chaos is kind of a cursed matchup too. Chad Manticore, yeah. Very, very good stuff. All right, let's advance to top 4. I think all the scores are in. And here we go. People forget how tanky Morger is. Yeah, he's very tanky. No problem. So who is next up? It's going to be Blake. Okay, Hobo will take his spot. We'll see who I end up playing here in the top 4. Okay, it's me versus Boss Toss again. So Gondola, you play Hobo. He will replace Pope. All right, so it's me versus Khorne on Boss Toss. Let's see if we can get it, man. Good luck, have fun. Top 4. Okay, can we try that again? There we are. Where is he? Boss Toss. Okay, there we go. Let's see what's cooking here. Yeah, Pete, you take Iron Dragon because he has an anti-infantry ability that's really good against Beastmen, and also he is basically impossible to kill. So there's 2 variables to that. Let me make sure they got their response here. Cool. So Hobo Honkers, you do qualify for top 4 because Space Pope had to go. It's pretty. You got some other commitment, something you had to go to. So semis. All right, let's do that. Yeah, you just cut all his abilities except Dragon Breath and his item, and he's really cost effective. Plus, it's like it's a terror monster, right? So it's going to be very good. All right, I just need to figure out what map we're going to be doing. How is this looking? Good run for the Beastmen tonight, though, man. I've been having a blast. Banning. I don't even know. I mean, all these maps are fine. Valley of Lies. What does Valley of Lies look like? I don't even remember that map. Hold on. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little... Oh, it's that map. Okay. Banning more. Okay. That's a terror-causing monster. Wookiee caused me terror, dude. Every time I went near walked past my wife when he was around, it was a, karate chop. Holy shit, Richard, thank you, man. God damn. Turin, you continue to entertain. I hope you and the family are doing well. Hey, we're doing really good, man. Thank you for that insanely generous donation. Holy shit, man. Hope you and your family are doing well. All's good in the practice. Yes. Thank you, brother. God damn, dude. Thank you. Seriously. I'll try and do you proud here, but even if we lose, we got to the semifinals with the faction I don't really know how to play. So that's pretty cool. Road to Talipime? Was that the map? No, that wasn't the map, was it? Yes, it was. Okay. So it's going to be Road to Talipime. All right. So we got the Bray herd. Oh, Wookiee croaked a long time ago. He croaked 4 years ago. He had a good run. Little guy. He had a good party. Okay. That dono meat's back on the menu. That's right. Richard, man, I hope you're well. Hope your little goblin box is holding up. Okay. So, obviously, he was pretty keen on what I was doing last time, so... Well, I'm trying to remember what his build even was. It was like, yeah. It's like a bunch of corn infantry. He could change it up on me, though, too, which is fine. Da-da-dun-dun, da-da-dun-dun. It kind of sounds like the Game of Thrones theme a little bit here. That character's all right. We really did give Valkyrie the biz, though, last game. The limp business, pretty hard. Get a couple of these. And then we're going to go ahead and open up with... epic music. There you go, Wicked. What's going to be the most effective? I really did like the Blood Brute Behemoth. I felt like it was pretty menacing last game. Yeah, a couple of those guys. It's probably good. Oh my god, Richard, man. All hail the Space King and Mortarian is a boss in 40k. Oh, dude, no, please. I really hope you're doing super well financially. I feel guilty. Thank you, man. It's very generous. His army consists of one huge dog. It is. Richard, thank you, man. Seriously. It's like Christmas coming early, dude. Season's greetings and all that. All right, so we got 4 of these guys. You're going to like this build. I think it's going to be pretty good. Thinking we might just try this. Yeah. How's that look? Don't hate that and that. Yeah, that's all right. I can now afford 1/20th of an AdMech army. That's the secret, Captain. 3D printing. Although, yeah, I've no interest in AdMech myself, playing them in tabletop. I think they're really cool. Richard, man, thank you. I'll try and do you proud with this build. I think it's going to be pretty fun. And then let's get you and you in the main army here. I like this so far. I think it's pretty good. Gorgon is a big, expensive boy. The weird thing about the Jabberslythe is he does have a really funky hitbox, so sometimes you can just straight up miss him, which is really funny. Yes. And for our last disappearing act, what are we going to call in? Maybe these guys are better, actually. All right. I think we're good to go. Let's see what the hell happens here, man. Are we going to be able to hold? Find out on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. And for the last time, thank you so much, Richard. We will see if we can get the fat dubs for you. I'm experimenting. Really excited for this next year, guys. We're going to have some fun games. But Dawn of War 4, also one that's kind of flown under the radar a little bit is the Game of Thrones RTS, which I think will be really fun. Heroes of Might and Magic, Olden Era. We're going to have some good multiplayer for that. It's going to be great. Richard, you're just jumping into Baldur's Gate for the 100th time. I'm excited to see all these fun RTS and RPG coming out. Oh yeah, dude, these are good times. Baldur's Gate is amazing. I don't even like single player games, and I actually played through Baldur's Gate. It was great fun. Richard, what about Project Zomboid, dude? I feel like I'm like some shady dealer trying to get all my friends to play Zomboid with me. Olden Era is so freaking good. It is. Okay. And let's do it. The company making the Game of Thrones RTS doesn't have the greatest track record. Oh, well, let's hope it does well. Is it just me, or do these guys say Dog Beast when you click on them? Because I'm pretty sure they say Dog Beast. Eat the Dog Beast. The blocker's still up? Oh no. Okay. We're gonna hide our huge cow herd in the trees. See if he'll notice. Alright, so we got Malagor with Flock and Enfeebling this time. We have a massive Centaur throwing axe army. We're going to be trying to get out and get the objectives. And then 2 chariots too. So the chariots should be good against infantry. And we don't give him any throwing axe freebies this time around, right? And we actually have some decent infantry. They say Dog Beast. I wish Dawn 4 would include hero PvE battles. That was... Need to try it. Yeah, if you ever want to play Zomboid, just hit me up in Discord, man. We'll happily jam it. I'm going to have another Zomboid stream soon. Okay, so Furies are there lurking. We have the chariots. And let's go get our clutches on the objectives. Bostos is very much like an objective guy. He really likes to just kind of grind out the old objectives. Eat the chutu doggy. Okay, he brought the Hellforge Bellowers this time. That's kind of cool. Furies coming. And the chariots are at the ready as well. So if we could just get 2 objectives, it's going to be a nice win for us. And then we can advance up with everybody else. Brutes of the Hound. Oh, cool. It did a little damage. It's not what it used to be, but it's still very good. Okay, so 3, and you guys get this, you guys get this. And we're going to call out some big boys soon. All right, so how are these guys looking? Pretty good. We get the objective, and now what we can do is we can get the Bestigors to think about advancing here. So we're going to go ahead and advance like so. Keep you guys up, and let's actually just keep it really simple and put all you guys in. Oops. So you guys should be on 3. Great. So they're going to all move together, and we can get the Flock of Dooms and all that goodness, and you guys can park on the back of that objective. Great. Centaurs of Tzeentch, let's get them out. Shots here and there. Some are doing damage. Nothing too bad. Okay, let's go do some... Why are these guys not in a group together? I could have sworn I just grouped them all. There we go. Now I can really Unga Bunga micro. All right, so we're going to do Flock of Doom right there on those guys. Catch them slipping a little bit, run away here. If he charges me with the Furies, I have some answers. All right, so you guys park, and you guys park right here. And we just kind of keep ratting it. Let's go see if we can get in there, get them with this, and we'll get the chariots behind them and the Centaurs of Tzeentch behind them as well. Cool. So let's see if we can get some favorable fights. Let's dodge that. It's just chaff units mainly, so not too bad. Still hurts, though. Still hurts the feelings. All right, 3, and we're going to get you guys to countercharge right there. Pull you guys back. I don't know what the hell happened to his control group, but it is what it is. So we do get the countercharge right there. Let's call in another Senti, and we need you guys to go help out in that fight. So we do have chariots. Great, so they're there. Well, let's park you guys here. And we're going to go ahead and enfeebling foe these guys. Just kind of soften them up a little bit. A couple spears are going to be lurking. And hopefully we can win this block fight. Hopefully we can. I have no idea how it's going to go, but we're going to find out. All right, so Centaurs are still throwing here. Getting a lot of value. Some besties still fighting. Flock of Doom is ready, so we're going to go ahead and drop that again. Run you guys back. Keep you guys throwing. Unfortunately, they are dealing with Valkia. And the chariots did okay. The Sentis are the ones that kind of got folded a little bit. But, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so you guys run. Chariots are still holding on to the objective. We can start throwing at these Minotaurs right there. And, yeah, charge a little bit over there. Keep you guys running this way. So we need to get those Chariots away from the big boys, or else we're going to have a terrible time. Probably Minotaurs called out next would be the way, I think. Get some of those guys, try and consolidate our strength in the middle. Seems like a good play. All right, so the Minotaurs are coming. I don't know what the hell happened to my Chariots there. They got caught up pretty good. Pretty bad for us, that is. So let's get all you guys back there. Keep the throwing weapons throwing. Not going quite as well as last game did, honestly. Last game was a little bit better for us, I think. So we're going to get you guys popping out over there. Keep throwing at the Minotaurs. And we do have enfeebling foes and whatnot, but we can see if we can maybe butter you up a little bit. I don't know. We'll try and get them. All right, so those guys are going. And charging you guys again. And Malagor can maybe fight here, but we do have some Minotaurs coming. The Centaurs of Tzeentch did get a nice little charge right there. It was cute. Can we pull value back somehow? I don't know. Centaurs there are able to fold up some infantry. Let's get them back in the trees. Our Minotaurs, where are they at? Okay, one chariot does come back to help us, which is nice. Let's get you guys doing your thing. Run from Valkia. The classic. Minotaurs eating some shots. Let's go back that way. Call in another Senti over there to help out. And run you back into the trees there if we can. And we do have some infantry that can still get in and help. All right, so Minotaur on Minotaur party. So I think we do it because we have all these throwing axes. So I think we'll have a bit of an advantage there. I'm going to get you guys here and get these Sentis to come and deal with this. And do I have an enfeebling foe? I do. So that should help us win that fight. Okay, so we're going to enfeebling foe there. Get you guys to come help with these gremlins. The enfeebling foe is helping. We are getting a little bit of capture weight back there. And these Sentis can loop down and under. Let's pull you down this way. All right. Are we going to win that fight or not? Find out today. Okay. So no play going down here. Butchers of Kalkengard could be a good late game call-in. I mean, I'm hoping that the army tracker is like not tracking something properly. Like, I don't know. But yeah, the chariot can come back here. We do end up winning that fight versus the Minotaurs. Butchers of Kalkengard would be a good call in there, but we do manage to kill his Minos. You know, we gave him the biz pretty good. Homie's got halberds coming in. Let's go see if we can get a little surround on you. And there is another unit coming there, but those Minotaurs did get folded. I don't know if I have enough. Let's save our ammo here. And you do see the Hellforge Bellowers getting caught in combat. So that's good. Still some rat scrappiness going on. So let's get the big old throwing weapon salvo going down here. We're going to enfeebling foe them and then turn around and attack with everybody, basically. All right, so there's that. Let's get you guys running this down. And we're going to call in... I think I can't afford to wait for Minotaurs. I need a little bit more hands on deck. So we do wreck his other Minotaur unit, which is good. Pulling some value back here. Yeah, that's really big value, actually. It's very, very big value. Say, you guys just loop under there now. Centaurs of Tzeentch coming. We do not have a good answer for the Korngors, unfortunately. That's going to be one of the bigger issues. Okay, let's pull you guys back. Chariots at the ready, General. So those guys do get folded up. Let's keep these Sentis running about, and we can throw at you guys. Chariots can keep running over the Marauders. And let's see what picks we can get here and there. Yeah, it's got to be nice. Is he playing here? He is not. All right, so Zangors are going to be what we need. You Centaurs loop around the top. You guys come under here so you can get this. And maybe we can wrestle some points here. Let's rotate, use our mobility. Put Fire at Will back on, try and get some value here. And the Centaurs of Tzeentch are coming. Those are just Marauders. So let's blitz those Marauders down, do this. And we will enfeebling foe on them to kill them very quickly. And the Zangors are on their way over. Yeah, but he is going to get the objectives for now. But if we can get a big win over here, that's going to be pretty big. Those Marauders are taking it like champs, though, which is not good. Whoa, full of tidings. He tried to drop the Sword of Khorne. Looks like he missed, so that's nice. Let's get some Zangors coming up. A little bit more sustainability, but if we can get a pick here, I'm going to be very pleased. All right, so the Centaurs of Tzeentch have just about folded up the infantry here. And then we can get you to come over there, and you can go after the Hellforge Bellowers, which is going to be great. I don't mind throwing axing these guys, actually. It's going to be pretty decent. Halberds, you know, throwing axes. It's all good in the neighborhood. Let's get you down. We got Furies coming in. Do we have anything speedy we can get over here? Probably a chariot would be good, actually. So here comes some Furies. I think we can beat them. If only I had an enfeebling foe, which I do, so we can drop that right now. Ooh, but we are a little bit surrounded here, guys. That's a sketchy fight, actually. But with the enfeebling foe with the magic damage, maybe. we have a little bit of agency here. I don't know. Yeah, so those guys are getting worn down. Zangors are coming back. We might have thrown here a little bit. I probably am going to want to retreat right now and get back over here if we can. Let's call in some chariots, get them over to the middle. You guys keep doing your thing, and are we going to get away with those? Yeah, some of them will escape. At least Malagor is going to live. Okay, so those guys should rally. Chariots are coming back. We're going to go jump on the Bellowers again. Minotaurs of Khorne, we can send them to go fight his Haggard Minotaurs. See if we can get lucky there. Are we up all night to get lucky? Maybe so. Okay, you guys move in. Zangors fight here. Zangors fight here. We're chasing down his Cannon of Doom. And Valky is hot on our tail as well. Okay. How are we doing on points? Pretty good. Probably unsummon you. Okay, that is a Marauder Horseman, which is fine. We can turn and fight these guys, I think, with all of our Sentis. It's going to be okay. Let's get the chariots to come across. Malagor's going to keep doing it, and we can do an enfeebling foe on these guys. Do I have anything speedy that can get there in a pinch? Soon, yeah, we'll have a Centaur of Tzeentch soon. Okay, great. They do rally back here, which is very, 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 very big for us. So he's going to start ratting me on points, probably. I'm going to need to leave something there. We can do a big Flock of Doom here. That's going to be nice. All right, so Flock will hit. Do some damage. Yeah, you guys hang out here. Let's get some more Centaurs of Tzeentch coming. We need to win this fight. He's pretty beat up here. The Zangors are doing great work. Let's go push you guys off the point there. Very, very close game. It's very, very close. It's not tracking a lot of things properly, like, you know, disintegration, and but he's going to definitely make a goblin play for this point here. All right, so you guys charge in. A couple routing units there, but we do get the Space Jam Centaur Slam there, which is going to be excellent. Malagor is a respectable fighter, too. He's not bad. He's not bad. Okay, so the Sentis of Tzeentch. Let's see if we can really fold this position up. So we're going to try and enfeebling foe this thing and get it down. And let's get another chariot coming out. They're actually quite good here. Yeah, Zangors giga-chatting that objective. The Hellforged Bellowers are finally disintegrating, which is huge. We do have Furies coming in, but with our chariots, I think we can handle them, actually. If those Furies land on us here, it's going to be a free kill. All right, so we're going to go get them. Yeah, run those guys down. Zangor's hanging on for their dear life here. And the chariots are getting melted. Malagor is trying his best. Are we going to be able to rat this one out? Maybe so, guys. Maybe so. This is a really good game. He's got infantry coming in the middle, but the Furies just got fed to us, so now we're going to move through. And somehow the Palpatine Hellforged Bellowers have returned. So let's move through this way. We're going to need a Centaur to be called in, and we do get a couple more little pieces that can help. Okay, yeah, we need you guys. So you guys come in. And the Hellforged Bellowers finally break. Jeez Louise. Zangor's going to be able to fight here, but we should be able to rotate over with our two chariots and stabilize that situation. Great. All right, they don't have much left here except the Brutes of the Hound. So it's really big to make sure I don't lose the 1 point that I do have here. So we're going to get you guys to clean up the Brutes of the Hound, and we're going to just go steamroll him on this side, because we need to make sure we don't lose it. Bastos is one of the best players in the world at playing objectives, so yeah, we got to make sure we can at least hold on to a point here. All right, so Sentis and company going to get big chariot charges. You guys are going to hammer down these Marauder Horsemen here, and you're going to go here. And our Razor Gore Chariot's really clutching it, like super hard. Look at this. Big, big value city. Valky is trying to fight. We do have some infantry coming here, so let's do that. And then we can also get some cheap chaff units over there to start threatening all the points. Okay, so maintain capture weight, maintain capture weight. Holy shit, this is sweaty, man. All right, so let's get you down. How are we looking over here? We do see some halberds coming in, which is going to be a threatening bit of capture weight. So he will be able to out-wrestle us there. Let's get a chariot coming over there. So we're going to get you guys coming. And the Minotaurs, maybe turn the tide of the game, because I don't really have much here that's good against them. How are these guys doing? They're just sleeping. They're on vacation right now. All right, so you guys come over there to threaten that. Chariots need to get away. We need to just run them off into the woods. And hopefully the Gore infantry here, the Zangors, are going to be able to hold. That's going to be the big breadwinner for us. All right, so now we need to get our anti-large Minotaurs out. That's pretty much our only play. We can rotate to the middle. Yeah, he still wants it bad. He wants these guys bad here. I don't know if the chariots can get away there. A couple Sentis nearby. Let's get them hunting over here. And then you guys can get ready to roll over there too. I think he might edge it out, though, because those Minotaurs, they are just such a timing right now, and I don't really have a good answer for them. I just don't. So we're going to rotate to the middle. He does have some infantry coming across that way. So we just need to make sure we don't lose Malagor. If he lives, I think I'll be okay. We'll see. All right, so you guys get on this. A couple chariots go right there, and you guys can come over here and help out too. Come on, Malagor. Yeah, there you go. All right, that's pretty clutch. So now let's get the Minotaurs with great weapons to roll to the middle. We're going to be charging into the dreaded halberds there, which feels bad, but it is what it is. So Minotaur boys with great weapons come in there. Take it back. I think he's got us. GG. What a good match, though. Holy shit. This is a really good scrap. I thought we had it for a moment, but then his Minotaurs arrived, and that was enough to probably seal the deal. What do we have laying around? He's got some Furies coming in. We're very low on magic. I mean, he's low too. I mean, maybe I can win a big fight, and then... But my character kind of falls off here, and his doesn't. You know, that's the tricky part. Let's put you in 2. 1 and 2. So get the chariots to gather up, and we're going to prepare for a mortal wombat here, guys. That's going to be what's going down. Let's get you in the middle too. We have a little bit of time, but it's going to have to be a triple cap at this point. Yeah, it's going to have to be a triple cap. All right, so Malagor is lurking, and now we can go ahead and decide that we want to go after you guys. The halberds, big difference makers, that's for sure. What can we get here that's quick? Yeah, we need to get you to threaten this side. We're going to get you guys in there. Minotaurs are lurking. You guys charge into these. Get you guys back. Spears go here into you guys. Malagor having a glorious fight in the skies. And Centaurs are going to come across now. All right, so there they go. Chariot's going to come across onto the Corngors here. And then we have some Haggard boys coming in. Don't know what they're going to be able to do. We're trying to get it here, but it's tough. Minotaurs onto the Fleshhounds. You guys onto the throwing weapons. We do have the capture weight. I think we lose that fight 2v1, so we just pull back for now, and you guys can be unsummoned. Probably. Are we actually doing okay in this fighting? It's hard to tell. Minotaurs here, able to really fold it up. Let's get a little rear charge there, get you on those, call in another Centaur with throwing weapons here. We just got to try and wrestle it. Yeah, this is a mortal wombat. This build worked better, though. It looked bad in the beginning, but somehow we ratted it back. I needed more anti-large Minotaurs. I think they would have been good, because most of the later parts of the game devolved into these type of units, like Fleshhounds and things that Minotaurs would be good against. Sword of Corn's going to hurt, but we don't really have any infantry there, so it doesn't matter. It's not going to do much damage. All right, so you guys fight. And yeah, we didn't make it, but good run tonight, man. Competing with one of the best, with a faction we don't know how to play, really. And learning a lot. GG, well played. It was a really, really close game. Malagor was more useful that time. The flocks were good, the enfeebling foes. The Bestigors were kind of a bit of a limp noodle. Good one, Doug. Good luck in finals. And now let's get the final set up. And we're going to do this. So, Turin finals. Honestly, Beastmen feel really good, though. They feel like a powerhouse faction. Let's look at their win rates right now. Finals lobby. There we go. Hey, Richard, thank you again, man. We went 4-1. We got to the semifinals, and we just barely lost it. It was super close. So now we have the grand finals, which is going to be Khorne versus Gondola the Patient. Don't know what he's playing. We're going to find out right now. Gondola is very good, too. Okay, Gondola. Good luck, have fun. I got to keep my gatekeeper status intact, you know? Got to make sure that only the worthy pass on to the grand finals. That was a very close game. Holy shit, man. It came down to a bit of a build loss for us. We didn't have enough to deal with his Minotaurs. They just kind of ran away. That's where maybe the Korngor would have been better than the Zangor. The Zangors are really good against the demons, but maybe Korngors as a substitute would have been really good. Oh, Tom, no worries, brother. I've never played Macrobellum. No, I've seen Pwn play it, though. Oh, this is a fun matchup. All right. Vampire Counts versus Khorne. A fun matchup. It is good. So fun seeing you play the game. Yeah, Tom, it's a great game. I mean, at least the multiplayer is. I can't speak for the campaign. I mean, I had some fun playing campaign back in the day. I just don't, I tend to bore out on the AI a little bit, right? Because eventually you get to the point where you just crush them. You can always cheese the AI, you know? We should have a faction win rate for the top 20 players or something that would be more accurate. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Beastmen are sitting at a 53% win rate. Pretty good. I mean, they're in the top rung of factions, right? I felt that tonight. Like when you play Beastmen, you feel like they're pretty good. They don't feel OP, like very micro intensive, and the decision making is very important, but they felt pretty good. You're picking the range faction to win. Well, Khorne has more range than Vampire Count, so is that where your allegiances lie? LH, yeah, he's a campaign guy, right, Tom? I've seen his stuff before. Yeah, he seems cool. We really do need the frickin' update for this game, though. Didn't they? Isn't there a hotfix coming out soon for the campaign issues that people were talking about? Tommy Boy. I actually rewatched Tommy Boy recently, Richard. It must have been like 2 weeks ago. That's a fun movie, man. Those 90s comedies movies are just so wholesome. A lot of them, you know. Yeah, that was a fun one. Or at least, I mean, maybe if the movie itself isn't wholesome, it has like a wholesome feeling to it. It's weird. No, there is a queue system for multiplayer matches. It's not great. I recommend joining our Discord, but it's functional. You can play quick battle. Just make sure you check the domination box. Let me see. Yeah, check it out. Okay. So 6.3.2, so hotfix tomorrow. So yeah, okay. So actually tomorrow, there's a hotfix for Warhammer 3 implementing the changes we've been working on in order to rectify the issues with Lizardmen and Tomb King's AI. Okay. All right. Yeah. So there's a hotfix tomorrow to fix those issues, apparently. He's also a sleeper in multiplayer too. That's cool. That's fun. All right, team. Here comes the finals. Dziękuję bardzo. No. The beautiful wife stopping by. Apparently I messed her hair up. All right. So apologies, the commentary won't be too crazy. Still recovering from this damn Rona. Oh, I'm so happy. Part of me is happy we lost that game because we get to see Chosen of Khorne. Oh God, they're the coolest thing. Chosen of Nurgle, I think, are cooler, but these guys are also pretty sick. Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're sick. They're just pissed off. So, Blood Dragon Lord with breath attacks to kill the elites, Graveguard, Great Weapons. A very mouth-breathing kind of Khorne style, just pure elite grind infantry against vampires. It's very good. I'm looking into this game. It's a lot different than Warcraft 2. Oh yeah, a lot to learn. A lot to learn. On my third tourney, I was able to get top 4, and 90% of my experience games come from ranked ladder. Yeah, no, it's good practice. There are a handful of good players who play on ladder who, don't play in tournaments that are pretty decent. For the most part, you won't play the same quality of opponents like consistently, but you can get some good games. Like the replay I uploaded against the Chaos Dwarf guy was a ladder game. All right, so vampires, what they're doing is they're putting their zombies in skeleton formation, or pencil formation, goddamn. Basically reducing the frontage of the unit so they don't get massacred as quickly. Graveguard, great weapons with corpse carts to give the armor piercing to cut through the Chosen. And the Blood Dragon, he is going to have to carry this game on his back super hard. Basically, he is going to get breath attacks on the Chosen and potentially debuff things and dive in and do the big heavy lifting. All right, question from chat. How would you counter Minotaurs with greenskins? Probably Boarboy Biggins and Archers would be your best bet. Yeah, those units are going to be pretty good. So guys, here we have it. Basically, vampire counts don't have shooting, so you're able to get away with some pretty meaty infantry. So it's going to be Chosen of Khorne with dual weapons. These guys do great damage and fire, which is nuts, right? So the fact that these guys are on fire and they hit with fire damage really puts a huge hamper on the healing of the vampire counts. We do have Chaos Harambe as well, so it is going to be Chaos Harambe coming in with the Silent Angfingrim, and last but not least, Skulltaker, who's insanely good because of his not only his combat prowess, he did get nerfed recently, but still is very good. The Totem of Endless Bloodletting and Gore Feast, as well as Hellblade, which is cute. But more so the Totem and the Revel in Slaughter. The two buffs, basically all nearby units get plus 16 on their stats, which is gross.
We have a victory point.
Khorngor is going to be sitting on the outside point, and here we go. The battle is on. Skulltaker going to be heading towards Objective Trace as the Blood Vampire Blood thing. Going to be dropping a Zombie Summon, which is interesting. I don't know if that's worth the wind's magic. I think he was trying to roadblock the infantry from getting to the point, so they didn't capture it before him. I suspect that's the choice, but Bastos, he's choosing violence, which that scene in Game of Thrones is pretty fun when Cersei is like being pressured by the church. She's got like zombie Gregor Clegane there, and they're like trying to bully her, and she's like, "I choose violence." That was probably the coolest Cersei moment. Gregor just like messes them up. All right, so we do see the zombies, you know, some skulls for Khorne. And the Khorngors rotated over to Objective 2. Good instincts here. And the Bloodwake Berserkers are now going to be setting up shop and getting ready to engage here. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage. No, Chosen of Khorne dual weapons murder pretty much anything on the vampire count roster, but are weak to breath attacks. Skulltaker getting in, collecting some skulls. And here comes the Chosen of Khorne with the dual weapons. All right, zombies getting crumped, as expected. Breath attack going to be coming in from Gondola the Patient. Able to do some good damage, actually. Taking the Bloodwake Berserkers down. I didn't expect it to do good damage against them, but it kind of did. Now, as far as the points go, this is very important for the vampire counts to hold on to at least one victory point, because if they do lose that and get triple capped, it's going to be very tough for them to win. Khorne will be able to probably hold on long enough to win on points. But now, since they have one objective, they can grind. Oh, Harambe using the Rampage, kill for Khorne Rampage, bringing the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord down to the ground. And now Skulltaker and Harambe, as well as some Minotaurs with Great Opens, are going to be jumping on the Blood Dragon Lord, who is going to be in some trouble right there. So we do see the Blood Dragon Lord getting it, taking the toll right now, and going to be getting L-bonked. So what do we see here? Yeah, the attacks are going down. Chaos is reigning as the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord gets brought down to about half health. Got a little bit too close to the Harambe and did end up paying the troll toll in the enclosure. Now elsewhere on the battlefield, Khorne going to be calling in its horsemen because they can reinforce quickly, but the elite Khorne infantry are doing pretty good. Cryptors are getting worn down, the Graveguard are also getting worn down as well, and skulls are being collected, but still a close-ish game. Bastos is actually even down in value a little bit, as some of the breath attacks have been devastating, and we do see the Blood Dragon Lord looking to drop another breath attack here. He's trying to line it up right now. So let's see where he's going to be going. He's going to be setting up shop. Bloodwake Berserkers, 24 models still of 32, so they haven't lost a high density of models despite being low HP. Zombie Summon from Gondola is very good, so he drops a Zombie Summon on top of the Marauder Horseman right there, and is able to fend them off temporarily, and then he jumps back in, and it looks like Harambe's in a little bit of trouble here, as we do see Silent Angfingrim getting brought down kind of low, but the Blood Dragon Lord has to be careful not to get rampaged near the Minotaurs again. The vampires are kind of grinding down the living, though, as we do see the Chosen of Khorne down to 30 models. The Wrathmongers are also getting a little bit low as well, and the Graveguard with Great Opens, they have good enough armor piercing. You can see they're dragging down some of the Wrathmongers and some of the Chosen right there. That is for sure. And it could come to a situation where Gondola, who plays under this different name, but on the tournament site they are listed as Gondola the Patient, maybe going to find a way to break this this push and then maybe make a play for the other objectives. But we all know that Bastos is an objective gremlin. He's very, very good at playing the points. So maybe he's going to be able to work something out. We'll have to see. So looking here, Skulltaker and his Wrathmonger still fighting. Marauder Horsemen doing what they can, being harried by Fellbats. But the Khornate Infantry Corps is running out of steam. Only 500 value on these Chosen. The Bloodwake Berserkers have gotten about 700 value, which really isn't that good. And it looks like the Harambe is almost out of the picture. Silent Fingrim sitting at 800 HP, battling Cryptors, which normally it would do good against, but the Cryptors are also sauced up by the Corpse Cart. So they're going to be doing some serious damage, as we do see Anchoring Grim down to 100 HP. And Harambe going to be going down. All right, Silent Anchoring Grim has fallen to the Crypt Horrors, able to get some nice circle beatings, and the Minotaurs here are also going to be routed as well. All right, guys, Marauder Horsemen in droves, bouncing about where they can, and we do see Skeleton Spearmen coming on up. Skull Taker here, going to be boinking onto the Graveguard, and he is an anti-infantry character, so very good, but the Vampires have broken the Khorne push. So now Khorne is going to be forced to probably retreat and try and Helm's Deep on their other objectives. They're calling in Forsaken because they're fast. So he knows it's going to be a desperate hold, because the Vampire counts have done better in the army fight. You don't always know. Focusing Corpse Carts with Khorne is basically impossible. There's a bunch of ways to play this matchup, but, you know, he chose to do a melee grind, a stuffing strategy, where he keeps his opponent trapped on his home objective, maybe at the cost of value, trying to win on points later on. But the Vampires are resurgent. They are. A lot of spears, a lot of zombies and crypt ghouls coming up. The Vampire Lord is in good shape. Almost lost the game there, but the Vampire Lord stabilizing there is pretty big. You could see heal going down here, as throwing axes are used on the Vampiric Lord. Skull Taker circling about on his motorcycle, going to be trying to run down some Graveguard. And Khorne is desperately trying to hold on, guys, but waves and waves of the dead are coming. Forsaken now beelining to the home objective. He's basically going to be trying to force the Vampires to overcommit to rotating towards Objective 1, at which point he might try a sneaky theft by rotating his Horseman over here. It's classic boss toss style. But, I mean, if the Blood Dragon Lord gets thrown here, he does overextend into throwing axes and takes a considerable amount of damage. But if he does overextend there, then, yeah, that could be pretty rough for him. So we do see the Blood Dragon Lord pulling back here, as the Forsaken going to be gathering up on this point. Vampires definitely look to have this one in the bag. I think if they just park on excuse me, park on 2 objectives. Curse is damn cold. If they park on just 2 objectives here, I think they just win. You know, don't play Boss Toss's game and try and triple cap him unless you have to. And I think it's not a triple cap situation. I'm pretty sure that the forces of the Knight, Vampire counts, can just win on just the 2 here. Now, we do see Minotaurs moving in to battle Cryptors, but there are zombies and chaff units there. Forsaken will do okay here, but they do get afflicted by the Helm of Discord. Going to be putting their stats down and blasting them with unwanted notifications as they do their bump and grind. Sword of Khorne with the steel chair about to come down here. Giant erect one. Very nice. Even though those are cheap units, getting rid of the Vampire chaff is still good. Now, Fellbats landing on top of Marauder Horsemen. Now, Khorne Horsemen are pretty good against them because they have 40 weapon strength and a bonus for his infantry. Boss Toss is basically going for a Lord Cheese, though. Every time the Lord lands on the ground, he gets all of his horsemen and force clicks onto that unit. Fury's being called in to fight the bats. And as long as Gondola doesn't lose the Flying Vampire Lord, he should be chilling. He should be chilling. We'll see. Crypt Ghouls heading towards Objective 1. Khorne really running out of steam right now, guys. And very cool game. Vampire counts, you know, it is Halloween season. It's the 13th of October. And the Vampire counts grow stronger and stronger as the Moon of Moorsleep comes. Okay. Minotaurs heading towards objective number 1. They're going to be parking up there, seeing what they can do. And Boss Toss just going to be trying to Helm's Deep. His Forsaken getting ripped to shreds. Crypt Horrors basically hard counter those bad boys. And yeah, that is something that for those of you guys who are new to multiplayer, you might see the Vampire counts ahead in value, but it's even worse than that because they've been healing. So that kind of subtracts value from your opponent, essentially, right? The healing from the Corpse Carts and other pieces like that. A couple Crypt Ghouls coming up, so the Angry Schmeagles are going to be heading for the objective here. So they're pumping those little Schmeagle legs. There they go. Oh, look at those guys, glorious. And they have full capture weight. They have 5 capture weight, so they're going to be able to get this. So arriving on objective 2 are the Schmeagles. Being attacked by Furies, which are pretty okay against them, but the Schmeagles should win that, just due to the sheer numbers. I mean, they'll take more on the initial charge, but from there should win it. But really good play from Gondola. Gondola has done an excellent job of keeping the Blood Dragon Lord alive, despite heavy pressure from Boss Toss. And now it's basically desperation from the boss. Vampire counts win on just 2, by the way. So if they just sit on 2 for the rest of the game, they will win, if I'm not mistaken. Schmeagles are pushing, Crypt Horrors are coming in, one of the stickiest, most difficult to get rid of units in the entire game. No, Mortis Engine. Yeah, Mortis Engine would be something you would see in this matchup, but maybe he figured Boss Toss would be very good at dealing with it, which is probably true. Boss Toss has got insanely good micro, as you guys saw in our game. He's a machine. All right, So the boys are heading in. Cryptors in droves. Leaving units on the objective a little bit. He's got some zombies and corpse guards going there. Couple chosen of Khorne. I'm going to be trying to flip the game on their head over here, but they are coming. But the zombies and the White King and the corpse guard should be able to handle any split pushing there. And Exalted Bloodletters. Now, that's a good call, but oh, really nice play by the vampires. Dropping a zombie summon right in front of them. That's going to be tar pitting them and wasting a good 30 seconds of their time, which is still good. Now, Vampire Lord moves in. Immediately, you see Boss Toss clicking with all his Marauder Horsemen, but they do get routed by the Felbats, and that is going to be a triple cap. Now, Khorne trying to Goblin mode on the middle with the remnants of some Khorne Gores and Minotaurs, but not going to be enough there, as the Vampire Lord can simply move that direction, and I would expect Boss Toss to probably tap out here relatively soon. I don't think Homie has too much of a chance here. Very well played by both players. This matchup, actually, I'm going to minimize for a sec. This game's pretty over. Looking at the matchup for Khorne, so Khorne has about a 50% win rate, and against Vampire counts, it's a 50-50 matchup, so it's apparently an even matchup. According to the stats, either side can win. Just comes down to the execution and the strategies and whatnot. Gondola, though, is catching up in points. He's getting 3 victory tickets a second as his opponent is getting none. So he is going to be chilling out there as more Minotaurs come in. And now you're going to get to see Whack-A-Mole in full effect. Basically, Gondola is just going to be Benny Hilling, chasing Boss Toss around while Boss Toss tries to desperately grab objectives. Skull Taker's all right. Like I said, a good fighter, but he still will lose to a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord in a straight-up fight. Not going to be good for him. And, yeah, a couple Furies coming in. Bats tar pitting over there. They're being sacrificed to the gods. The Hellforged Hosts are very, very good at killing infantry, but against Cryptors with Corpse Cart support and just sheer numbers of chaff units here, they're going to be outmanned, and some of them are going to be elboinked pretty damn hard. But they will take a lot of skulls home for Khorne, which I suppose is what they're on the docket for. But soon they're going to be crumbling. Minotaurs and Furies coming in for one last hoorah. Is there any split pushing going down over here? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Basically, the Vampire Counts living their power fantasy is they just have an unholy blob with layers of buffs and chaff supporting monstrous infantry, which is what they live for. Chosen coming in. Hellforged Hosts are going to be unbreakable for a moment, but soon they're going to dissipate. Wavering and for leadership. Going into the old trash they go. Mortis Engine coming in to crush and drain the hopes of the living. And there it goes, led by its vampiric steeds. It is going to be charging on in there and doing some great work. Yeah, Vampire Counts do have some of the best generic lords in the game, but they got an entire update for that, like the Bloodline Lords and all that stuff, right? Blood Dragon Lord pops in there, a little bit risky, actually. I don't think Boss Toss could come back at this point, though. Even if he killed the Blood Dragon Lord, I still think he would probably lose. Mortis Engine going to be coming in, and because he's just so behind. I mean, he's got barely anything. It's a 5,000 value difference with Demonic Disintegration and Vampiric Healing factored in. It's just too much. The Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is an absolute Giga Chad, too. He's such a good fighter. He's been a meta lord since Warhammer 2. I mean, in Warhammer 2, him and his Helm of Discord won many a major tournament. All right, guys, that is it. GG, well played. The Caravan of the Blue Roses will be claiming victory here this day. And Gondola the Patient and the Vampires defeating Boss Toss, avenging me. Well, the Boss Toss, a true Chad. I think those are some of the best games on the stream. We're versus him. Super fun. All right, guys. Adios. Dovi Zenia to those two. Cool. Is there any option to do 2v2s? Yeah, 2v2s are a thing. Unfortunately, this game is peer-to-peer connection, so that means that we have bad lag with 2v2s quite a bit. But the Elite Infantry push didn't work out so well. It kind of got dealt with. I think that Gondola built a build that was very well designed to deal with it and handled it like a champ. Count Chocula getting the dub. All right, so let's see. We've been going for about 3 hours right now. What we can do is, although I don't know, I am a bit under the weather still, so I think we might just call it here. My throat's kind of tightening up on me a little bit. Stomach's hurting. Got the damn Rona. It's almost gone, though. A couple more days and we'll be clear of it. Yeah, this is probably the end of the stream here. I'm still under the weather. I don't want to push it because I want to be back streaming for you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to rest my voice. So if you guys enjoyed this Total War Competitive, helps out quite a bit if you drop a like on the stream on YouTube. It makes a big old difference. Pump those numbers up. And for those of you guys on Twitch, you can follow if you enjoyed what you saw, or head on over to YouTube and drop a like as well. Tommy, that's right. Tom Pot, we will see you soon. And thanks to everybody for joining. Big thanks to Richard Wirtz for the big old donations. Thank you so much, brother. That made a world of difference in the life of my wife and I, so thank you so much on behalf of the Turin family here. All right, folks, see you around. GG, well played, and congratulations to the Vampire Counts. See you around.